Hello, Parker. A parcel from you arrived today.
Hey, Fiona. Oh, that'll be your Mother's Day present. I'm pleased it finally came.
Well, I am most certainly not pleased. Is this the best you could do?
Huh? Well, what do you mean? You don't like them? But I got those cookies from your favorite bakery, and the flowers are from that florist you always used to compliment when we walked by.
I got bored of this kind of thing aeons ago. Besides, this bouquet of flowers is tiny. Who was it made for? A dwarf? I see you're just as much as a tightwad as ever.
It's not like that at all. They were actually quite expensive.
I wanted Peeps Armanio's new scarf. You know, the one all the celebrities are wearing. Oh, what am I saying? Of course you wouldn't. Isn't it considered good manners to get people things they actually want? It is my present after all. You're the most useless daughter-in-law in all of history.
I'm sorry?
My friend Wendy's daughter-in-law is taking her on a luxury cruise to the Maldives, followed by a 1-week stay at a 5-star hotel. You, on the other hand, how do your poxy cookies and flowers match up to that? I'm on my way to your house now. I want to exchange my presents for something better. See to it that you have something ready by the time I arrive.
What? Like now? When you say you want to exchange your presents, you mean you want us to go out shopping together?
That made me chuckle. Like hell I'd waste my precious time shopping with the likes of you.
I see.
I'm on my way to your house now. You better have me a coffee and some tea cakes ready. Oh, and make me some of those sandwiches you made last time. You know, the one with the mustard and pickles.
Fiona, please. What you're asking me to do is very difficult right now. I'm not at home.
Good grief. Just when I think you can't get any more useless. Hurry up and get your ass back there this instant, then.
I'm with someone right now, so I can't do that. Besides, I'm not sure I'm 100% clear on why you actually want to come in the first place.
I told you, my Mother's Day present. I'm very willing to be kind enough to let your first abysmal failure slide if you replace it with something better ASAP. For example, the black Peeps Armanio bag you swagger around in like you think you're some kind of A-list celebrity. That would suit me just perfectly. All right, it's settled. I'm on my way to collect it.
I can't give you that. My mom got me it, and it's really important to me.
Excuse me? What did you just say? How dare you? What kind of wife has the nerve to refuse her mother-in-law like this? Back in my day, people treated their parents with respect. You impertinent little upstart.
What the? I'm not being impertinent at all. I told you. That bag's super important to me. It's not that I don't want you to be pleased with your present, but some things are too valuable to give away, and you being my mother-in-law doesn't change that.
Disobeying your mother-in-law like this is the very definition of impertinence.
I'm sorry, but I really can't give you that bag, so I'd appreciate it if you'd just drop it.
What will it take for you to listen to me? Good grief. You need to be properly disciplined.
Great. Here we go again with the discipline thing. Would you stop this already?
Why would I stop? This is an emergency. Disciplining my wayward daughter-in-law is a matter of utmost importance. I'd be doing my son a disservice if I didn't. If you're disobedient with me, I can only imagine what you're like with him.
I'm sick of this, Fiona. I feel like you have some kind of fresh insult or put down ready for me every time we speak. And as if that wasn't bad enough, sometimes you're violent. This goes way beyond discipline. What you're doing is bullying, plain and simple. Not that you have any right to discipline me in the first place, by the way. Who even speaks to people like that? Where do you get off looking your nose down at me and treating me like crap?
You shut your whining mouth this instant, young lady. What gives you the right to talk back to me like this? A wife would never have dared talk back to her mother-in-law like this back in my day. Society's gone to the dogs.
If I don't agree with something, I'll say so.
Ugh, disgusting. What must your parents have been like to produce such a vile little witch? Were you brought up or dragged up? I should never have let you marry my son. Won't you divorce him and get out of our lives already?
Fiona, please stop this. I get that you don't like me, and that's fine. I can't force you to. But that doesn't give you the right to demand I divorce your son every time I do something that rubs you the wrong way. Do you have any idea how much it hurts to be treated like this?
Say what now? I'm the one who's hurt. You do nothing but make a fool of me. You talk back to me at every opportunity. You disobey my commands. I must be the most mistreated mother-in-law in the world. All I ask is that you fulfill your duties as my son's wife.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm so sick and tired of your crap. And that you actually make me feel like talking back. It couldn't be any more obvious that you don't like me. But if you hate me that much, I'd rather you just left me alone.
Here we go with the insolence again. Just how did your mother raise you for you to be this rude and disrespectful? One thing's for sure, she failed to instill the proper discipline you need. I'll be honest, your parents never struck me as particularly intelligent, and they're clearly lacking in common sense if they raised a good-for-nothing like you.
Do not insult my parents.
You gave me no choice. If you don't want to hear any more uncomfortable truths, I suggest you start doing as you're told, young lady.
To tell you the truth, I don't want anything more to do with you. Please, don't contact me again. If you need anything, it can go through Daryl.
What did you just say to me? Do you seriously think this is an acceptable attitude to take with me, your mother-in-law?
Do you seriously think I want to carry on being insulted and abused by you? You do nothing but hurt me. Who in their right mind would put up with that?
Fine. Have it your way. I withdraw my request.
Great. So we have an understanding then. You'll leave me alone from now on? Goodbye.
Mark my words, young lady. You will not get away with speaking to me like this. You better remember that. Parker, is now a good time?
Fiona, what do you want? Didn't I tell you to leave me alone?
Maybe you did, but that doesn't mean I agreed to it. Did I sign a restraining order? Nope.
I see. So that's how it is. Okay, what do you want?
It's about tomorrow. You're going to come to my house.
Huh? Why would I do that?
because I want to speak to you in person about something. Surely you wouldn't like it if I came to your place? So you can come here instead.
I won't be doing that.
Yes, you damn well will, young lady. You won't get away with disobeying me this time. I won't let you. If you continue to refuse, you'll force my hand.
Force your hand?
I'll call your parents and make them apologize.
What? No, don't be ridiculous. Just stop this.
What choice do I have if you refuse to come and apologize yourself? By hook or by crook, I will get my apology. Your parents are the ones responsible for you being such a disappointing failure of a wife.
All I did was say I wanted you to leave me alone. Why is that so hard for you to accept?
The issue here is that you think you have the right to boss me around in the first place. You arrogant little cretin. Now stop wasting my time with this nonsensical drive. I suggest if you don't want to cause your parents any trouble, you come to my house tomorrow.
Oh my God! This is absurd.
Correction. This is perfectly reasonable, and it's happening because of you. If you'd have treated me with the respect I deserve from the get-go, you wouldn't be in this mess. Now, do as you're told before you make things even worse for yourself.
Fine.
I'll be expecting you around lunchtime tomorrow. I have some business to attend to in the morning, so I won't be around until noon. You're welcome to let yourself in and await my return. Well then, remember, I won't be responsible for what happens if you don't come. Your fate is in your hands now, young lady. Where are you, Fiona? Are you at my house yet?
Yes, I got here 20 minutes ago.
Excellent. Well, guess what? I just remembered something. I have just the job for you. I knocked a vase of flowers off the cabinet by the front door on my way out this morning. It smashed everywhere, but I was in such a rush I didn't have time to clean it up. Are you okay? You didn't hurt yourself, did you?
I'm fine, but Daryl's being carried away in an ambulance.
What? My son? But it should have been you!
Well, it wasn't me who went to your house today. It was Daryl.
Why? Explain yourself!
He said he was going to have it out with you one-on-one to see if he could get you to back off and leave me alone. It's pretty obvious by now that nothing I could ever say will change the way that you act towards me. So why would I bother going? He said he stood on a pile of broken glass when he took his shoes off after arriving. The lights in the entranceway didn't work, so he couldn't see a thing.
Oh my God! My poor baby! Is he okay? Is he hurt?
He stood barefoot in a pile of glass. Of course he's hurt, you moron! By the sounds of it, he had himself pretty worked up for the confrontation he thought he was about to have with you. So, he took his shoes off and started his march towards the living room, where he stood pretty hard on the glass shards. The wounds are so deep, he can't walk anymore.
You can't be serious. How can this be happening?
The lights in the front porch not working was intentional, wasn't it? As was the pile of broken glass shards conveniently scattered so that whoever walked in next would get injured with 100% certainty. To think you booby-trapped your own house to injure me. I'm not sure if you're even fit to be let loose in society with a psychopathic behavior like this. The doctors are saying Daryl's lucky he doesn't have nerve damage.
I never thought this would happen. I just wanted to teach you a lesson.
Do you understand that if he'd ever been cut in the wrong place, your son might have never walked again because of your stupid actions? Daryl got hurt in my place this time. But it's not about who your intended target was. The fact that you're capable of something like this in the first place itself is just terrifying.
Well, you should have thought about that before taking a rotten attitude with me.
This crap again? Really? Even if for argument's sake we accept that I did take a rotten attitude with you, that doesn't justify you trying to put me in the hospital by booby-trapping your house. Me and Daryl have had it with you. This is the last straw.
So how is my boy? He's okay, really, isn't he? Are you just exaggerating to scare me? Is he angry with me?
He's almost angry enough to forget the excruciating pain that his feet are in. He said he's just grateful I didn't get hurt like you intended. And I'm just grateful my husband isn't as much as a malicious psycho as his mother. It's nothing short of a miracle that a scumbag like you managed to raise such a kind, decent man.
I'm sorry, Parker. I just wanted to teach you a tiny lesson, that's all. I never thought it would end up being this serious.
You think this is about the size of the injury? The fact that you thought it was acceptable to injure me at all tells me all I need to know about what kind of person you are. Your son's in a hospital bed because of you. That's all that matters.
Please tell me which hospital he's staying at. I'll be there ASAP.
Nope, we're good, thanks. Neither of us want anything to do with you. Our priority is Daryl's recovery now. Since you've proven yourself to be a direct threat to our health and safety, we'd appreciate it if you didn't contact us for the time being. We'll think about whether we ever want anything to do with you again once we've gotten over the shock of what's happened and calmed down.
Please wait, Parker. Will you at least hear me out? I'm telling you, I didn't mean for this to happen. I wish you wouldn't be so mad with me. Be a darling and tell me which hospital my Daryl's staying at, okay, sweetie? Hey, Parker. How's my son doing? Have his feet improved at all yet?
Yes.
I'm pleased to hear it.
Thankfully, the cuts on one side weren't as deep as the other, and he's still able to walk with a little assistance. He already got discharged from the hospital.
Oh, really? Does that mean he's back home now? In that case, would you mind if I came over for a little while? I'd love for nothing more than the chance to apologize for what I've done.
Yes, we wouldn't mind that. You're not coming anywhere near us. We don't need or want your apologies, so don't bother.
Parker, please! Don't be so cold. To tell you the truth, I'm racked with so much guilt and regret, I'm finding it hard to sleep. I must have tried calling Daryl over 100 times now, but he isn't picking up. Is there something wrong with his phone? I want to speak to him in person.
He said he doesn't want to see you.
Isn't there something you can do about that? Will you talk to him for me, Parker, sweetie? He'll listen to you, and I just know if you put in a good word about me. Will you persuade him for me? Will you do that?
No. Wait, am I reading this properly? A good word about you. You must be on drugs. I don't want to see your face. I don't want to see your messages on my phone. Even remembering you exist is enough to make me feel sick.
Oh my God. You won't let me meet my son. You won't even let me apologize to him. This can't be happening. What am I supposed to do now?
Not my problem. But one thing's for sure, you will be paying his medical bills because, of course, this is all your fault. That's all you can do for us. And if you genuinely want the best for Daryl, you'll give him his money and get out of our lives for good.
I know it's my fault.
I'm glad to hear it. Bank transfer will do just fine. Thanks. We're cutting off all ties with you once we have the money. Have a nice life.
Cutting off all ties with me? No way, you can't surely be serious.
I am not gonna mince words, Fiona. I hate you for what you did, and Daryl hates you even more. That's why neither of us ever want to see you again.
Oh my God, please no. Surely you're not going to abandon your poor aged old mother by the wayside like this over something so trivial.
Trivial? Are you trying to make fun of us? You think what you did is trivial. I'm not just talking about putting your son in hospital here either. Did you forget how you've been treating me ever since me and Daryl got married? You bullied, tormented, and abused me. You used the fact that I wanted your approval to your advantage and made me feel so worthless and insignificant that I even considered ending it all while ignoring all of Daryl's warnings, of course. Then, as if that wasn't enough, you had to top it all off by hospitalizing him with a psychotic booby trap. You deserve far worse than being abandoned by the wayside. You should be in a jail cell.
Look, Parker, I know what I did was wrong, but still, don't you think cutting off all ties is a little drastic? Surely we can all talk this through once you've calmed down. I'm his mother, for crying out loud.
You're not his mother anymore. Now, you're just a criminal. You hurt the most important person in the world to me, and I'm livid with you for it.
But I'm not the only one in the wrong here. If you'd have just been nice to me from the get-go, none of this would have ever happened. Some of the blame lies with you.
You mean you one-sidedly bullying me and me accepting it and doing as I was told the whole time, like a good little victim, makes this my fault? This is exactly why we can't continue having you in our lives. Not only are you dangerously deluded, but you're so lacking in self-awareness that you're beyond redemption. Even when I finally reached a breaking point and begged you to stop, far from considering what I was saying and reflecting on your behavior, you doubled down and became even crueler. The one at fault here is you. I haven't done anything wrong. Stop trying to make it sound like I have.
I'm really, really sorry. I swear on my life I'll make this up to you if it's the last thing I do. Please don't leave me all alone. Please don't steal my son from me. He's all I've got left.
Steal. There you go, deflecting blame again. You really are an expert at this, huh, Fiona? I'm sure I'm wasting my energy here, but once again, you're the one who got yourself into this mess. Anyway, it wasn't me who made the decision in the end. It wouldn't be my place. Daryl's the one who said he never wants to see you again.
No, I can't bear to lose my family. I don't have anyone else. I'm on my way to your house now. Let's just talk this through as a family one last time, okay? If you're not satisfied after that, I'll gladly leave you alone. I want to apologize to you in person, and when I say I'm sorry, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Please, will you reconsider, sweetie?
You can come if you like, but you'd be wasting your time. We don't live there anymore.
Huh?
We decided to move. Think about it. Wouldn't you be scared if someone who injured and hospitalized you knew where you lived? We were genuinely worried and wanted to get away ASAP. So we're staying in a temporary accommodation until we can find somewhere more long-term.
Temporary accommodation? Where?
Do you really think I'd tell you? The bottom line is that our commitment to cut all ties with you remains as sturdy and unwavering as ever. You could apologize a million times over and it wouldn't change a thing. Anyway, we're done. I have no reason to continue this conversation, so I'm gonna go.
No, wait. I'm begging you, please. Don't abandon me. I'll be nicer to you. I'll do anything. Please, just anything but this. I can't bear to lose you both.
You'll be fine. Don't worry. We'll at least make sure you get a funeral when you die, so it's not like we're totally abandoning you. We just need to keep some distance until then. All right? Well, that's it. Enjoy your new life all on your own and stay the hell away from us. That's all we want from you now. After that, me and Daryl moved out of state in utmost stealth and secrecy so that the mother-in-law from hell would have no hope of ever finding us again. Despite asking her not to, she constantly bombarded us with messages, begging for forgiveness even after she'd sent the money to cover Daryl's medical bills, which is why we both blocked her as we were moving into our new home. That felt good. She has no means of contacting us now. We're keeping an eye on her movements through frequent communication with Daryl's relatives just to be on the safe side. Apparently, she's currently working her way through the entire family trying to figure out where we are. But since all of her relatives now despise her for the despicable stunt she pulled, the response is invariably some variety of stick it where the sun don't shine. What can I say? What goes around comes around. As for me and Daryl, we're living our lives in peace, quiet, and happiness in our new home. His feet are more or less fully healed now. He's really pleased he doesn't have to use crutches anymore. We'll never be able to forgive his mom for what she did. As far as we're concerned, we'll be happy if we never see her again for as long as we live. We're enjoying our new life together in peace and harmony, and that's all that matters.
Rachel, I just realized you called me yesterday. Is anything wrong?
Oh, hello, sis. I wanted to talk to you about the first anniversary of your parents' death. You sold their house after their death, so how about we celebrate it at our house?
Oh, has it already been a year since their death? Time flies by so fast.
Yes, for sure. So, how do you want to celebrate it?
Do whatever you want. It's all up to you. I'm too busy to worry about it now.
Did you get a job?
No. Why would you think so? I inherited so much money after their death. I don't have any reason to work.
You'll soon use it up if you continue spending money like this. I think you're spending too much money at once. You told me that you bought a $5,000 watch the last time we met? If you spend your money as much as you want, you'll soon run out of money.
I have plenty left, and it's none of your business. There's nothing you should be worried about.
I just think it's important to make a living on your own. How about you start working?
I'm waiting for the right one to marry. I'll find a nice husband before I use all my money up. If I marry someone, I can live a graceful life. As a stay-at-home housewife, I'm never gonna get a job.
Okay. I'll text you again later when the details are decided about the first anniversary celebration. See you later.
Oh, by the way,
Yes?
where do you think I am now?
Why would I know?
I'm in the Maldives!
The Maldives? Are you on vacation?
Yep, the ocean is so beautiful, and the villa I'm staying at is so comfortable. I never knew heaven existed on this planet.
Nice to hear that you're having fun.
Is that it? Anything else you want to say?
Not really.
Are you jealous of me because we're living very different lives? My brother only received the minimum amount of inheritance money, so I thought you might be jealous of me as his wife. But, you know, I was the first child, and I've been living with my parents until their death. I deserve to inherit most of their money, don't you think?
I have nothing to complain about. I'm your sister-in-law. If my husband agreed about the inheritance money, I have nothing to say. But I thought you lived with your parents because you were kicked out of your apartment, unable to pay for the rent. You weren't really taking care of them or anything. So I'm not exactly sure why you think you deserve to inherit most of their money.
If you have any complaints, blame my brother. He was the one who agreed to it.
I'm not blaming anyone. It's something from the past. I was just replying to what you said.
Yes, it doesn't matter anymore. Let's maintain a good relationship as sisters. My brother blocked me, you know. So you're the only family member I can depend on. I'll get you some souvenirs. So, I hope we can keep in touch.
Didn't I tell you this when we decided about the inheritance money? We only get in contact when necessary. I texted you today to talk about the first anniversary. After the celebration is over, we're back to usual. You don't have to give me souvenirs because I don't think we'll keep in touch.
Come on, don't be cold.
You should reflect on your actions. You didn't even help plan your parents' funeral, and you've been spending most of their money you inherited. I feel sorry for my husband.
I was busy back then. Let me tell you, you actually benefit from being nice towards me.
Why?
When you need any help, I can provide you with financial support. Oh, do you want to go on vacation together next time?
No, thank you.
Then, should we go clubbing? There's a club I always go to. Oh, don't worry. I won't tell my brother.
Sis, let me be honest with you. You don't have to do anything for us. I've decided not to get involved into your business.
You're really stubborn like my brother. Okay, you asked for it. I will help you, even if you come begging for it. Hi, Rachel. There's something I want to talk to you about.
What is it? I'll be leaving the conversation if it's not about your parents.
It is about my parents.
Really? I thought there was nothing left for you to do.
You know that I inherited most of their money, right?
Yes.
It's about the inheritance money. I actually used up most of them.
Huh? I thought you inherited a few $100 million.
Yeah, but it disappeared in no time. It wasn't a large amount, to be honest. Definitely not enough to play around.
It's not funny, sis. It's only been 2 years since your parents passed away.
Don't blame me. It's not like my money will come back.
Wait. Don't tell me that this was what you wanted to talk to me about. You wanted to tell me that you used up all your inheritance money?
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do. It's your problem, not ours. I hope you can do something about it yourself.
Rachel, please. At least tell me what I should do.
I guess the only option left is to stop spending money and, to start working.
I can't start working now. After I moved back to my parents' house, I depended on them to make a living. I haven't had a job for more than 5 years.
So what?
Rachel, can you send me some money every month for financial support? My rent costs $5,000. I don't have enough money to pay for my living expenses. I'll use up all my money in a few months.
Then how about you move into a cheaper apartment? You have to make ends meet. We can't send you any money. You have to understand.
I allowed my brother to inherit some of the money.
My husband inherited the minimum amount protected by law. It was not your choice.
Hey, considering your diligent personality, I bet you both are saving money for your future. Can't you lend me some from your savings? I'll try my best to marry a rich husband while you provide me with financial support.
I thought you'd been trying to find a nice partner.
Yeah, but I couldn't find the right one. They don't live up to my standards. I'm gonna lower my standards now.
I can't just lend you our money with a simple verbal promise. And I think you should stop depending on other people. If you don't have any money, find a job and start working.
I would, but I can't.
You can, but you don't want to. Stop contacting us, will you? We're nothing more than strangers. We won't be helping you out. We can't do anything for you, so stop texting me.
Rachel, can you be more considerate of your sister-in-law? I really need help.
I don't care if we're sisters or not. It's your fault for using up all your inheritance money. Why do we have to clean up your mess?
I'm your husband's real sister, and you are my brother's wife.
My husband, which is your brother, clearly said that he won't be getting in contact with you except when it's necessary. Do you remember that? You should be thankful that we invited you over once in a while for family celebrations after all you did to us.
Rachel, please. I really regret spending too much money. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize to us. It's not our business.
How come you're ignoring me when I'm begging you for help? Think about how I might end up. I might end up homeless without your help.
You should really reflect on your actions. Maybe that'll tell you why we're not helping you out. That's all I can say to you. Sis, stop all the nonsense right now. You dumped garbage in front of our door again, didn't you? We won't be lending you any money even if you keep on doing these childish things.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't act like you know nothing. The surveillance cameras filmed everything.
Huh? You have surveillance cameras installed?
Yes. Someone was repeatedly annoying us with her immature actions.
Alright, I won't do it again. And I also came up with a good idea about how to make a living.
Good for you.
I decided to move into your house next month. I should have came up with this idea earlier.
Huh? You're living with us? How selfish can you be? We refuse.
Well, you can't. You won't be able to do anything about it anyways if I move in. You two live in a huge house. Nothing will change. It's not a big deal.
No. We will never accept that. Stop it.
I don't care. I already made my decision.
How about this? We can't let you live with us. Please stop. Even if you come over, we're not letting you in.
I'll think about what to do in that case. I'll make a fuss in front of your door. Or maybe I can break into your house while you two are out. I'm gonna move into your house no matter what.
How selfish of you. My husband doesn't want to get involved into any of your business. And I feel the same. We're no longer inviting you to our family reunions. We're gonna break relations with you.
I doubt you can break relations with your family that easily.
Even so, we're gonna try our best to break relations with you.
I know exactly where you live. I'm gonna move in no matter what. Be sure to prepare me a room, okay? Clean it so there's not a single dust left in the room. I'm gonna move in no matter what. Keep that in mind. Rachel, can you get me some ice cream on your way home from work?
Huh?
You're on your shift right now, aren't you?
That's right. But what does it have to do with buying you ice cream?
Don't tell me you forgot. I told you I was moving in today.
Oh, right. I remember.
I was shocked, Rachel. How dare you leave the house with your doors locked on the day I'm moving in?
Oh, I've been telling you this, but we don't want you to move in with us.
Sorry, too late. I broke the window so that I can move my stuff into the house. I told you I would move in no matter what.
Break the windows?
Yep, I broke them to move my stuff in. The door was too difficult to break.
Sis. Oh, what are you doing? That's not our house.
Huh?
We don't live there anymore.
What do you mean? There's still furniture in the house.
That's not ours. It's the new owner's furniture. We were already planning to move out when you texted me a month ago about moving in with us. Yes, you're trespassing on someone's property. And did you break their windows?
Hey, why didn't you tell me you moved out?
Why would I tell you that we moved out? We don't want you in our house, so we don't want you finding out.
Come back right now!
Nope.
What am I supposed to do? I already moved all my stuff into the house. The trucks are already gone, so I can't move them out. I can't do anything alone.
Apologize to the owner of the house as soon as they come home.
They'll know that I broke into their house.
They'll find out sooner or later. Apologize and pay for compensation. That's all you can do.
Compensation?
You told me that you broke their windows, didn't you? You even trespassed on their land? Do you think they'll simply forgive you for all the damages you caused them?
I thought it was your house. It's all because of a misunderstanding.
That doesn't matter to the owner, does it? I never thought you would forcefully break into a locked house. How can you do something so terrible?
I told you I was moving into your house, but you still chose to move out without telling me? It's all your fault.
Stop blaming us. I've been telling you that you can't live with us. We also said we'll be breaking relations with you.
But I never thought you would really just dump me.
You caused us so much trouble. Why would you expect us to help you? Your parents had been looking after you for a long time, but you did nothing to prepare for their funeral. And you also used up most of the inheritance money on your own. You've been doing whatever you want when you had money. You can't just depend on us when you need help. That's really selfish of you, don't you think so?
I'm sorry, Rachel. I've reflected on my actions. I decided to live more diligently from now on. I'm gonna find a job too.
I thought you were gonna find a rich husband. Don't call that a job. I'm disappointed in you.
I'm gonna find a proper job. I wasn't able to find anyone who was willing to date me. When I went to get some advice, they told me that no one would want to date someone like me. Someone who was in their late 30s who didn't have a job nor money.
I hope you realize the harsh reality you've been ignoring all this time. Good luck finding a job and living a diligent life.
Can't you provide me with some support until I get hired?
You had many opportunities, but you're the one who chose to ignore them. You're to be blamed for doing nothing until you realized it was too late. Your parents have also been giving you advice about getting a job.
I never expected them to pass away so young.
Oh, you could have changed your lifestyle when you inherited their money after their death.
I never expected it to be gone so quickly. Please, Rachel. I promise, I changed. You have to help me out. Where do you live with my brother now?
I'm never telling you. And even if you find out somehow, I'm never letting you in. We're breaking relations with you. And I think I'll block you too. You can't find us now.
Wait, Rachel! I apologize for everything I did. I'm really sorry that I didn't help with the funeral, and that I didn't share the inheritance money with you.
You should apologize to my husband, not me. But he doesn't want an apology. He no longer thinks you're his sister. I don't care if you beg us for help and cry for mercy. It's your problem, and it's none of our business. After the owner of the house returned, they called the police, and my sister-in-law ended up being taken away by the police. She paid for compensation using the inheritance money that she barely had left, and by selling her brand new bag she owned. That's what the owner told me. I don't know where she is now, but considering the fact that no one contacted us to do something about her, we assume that she's doing fine in her own ways. Even if someone did contact us about her, we do not plan to help her no matter what. I hope she realized how spoiled she had been until now, and learned to live diligently as well as independently. Using the small amount of money my husband inherited from his parents, we moved into an apartment that had an advanced security system installed. Even if she found out where we lived, she wouldn't be able to break in, nor break windows to forcefully get inside. After her parents passed away, I had been keeping in touch with her to let her know about family events, but I finally realized that she didn't deserve to be welcome as a member of our family. I have finally decided to live a happy life with my husband from now on, because we only have each other. We will never waste our money like she did, and live a diligent lifestyle according to plan.
Hey, Tom, are you not coming today? I thought it was your day off.
Is this about Mom? I told you I'm too tired to visit.
I know you're tired, but your mom misses you.
I can't go. If I go visit, you're gonna ask me to help look after Mom with you. I don't want to do that.
How can you say that? I thought you were the one who said you look after your mother, Tom. But you've never helped me look after her, have you?
Yeah, that's true. But you're capable of looking after her on your own. I don't think you need my help.
That doesn't mean you don't have to help. You could come and help me when I have my part-time job. I would be more than thankful if you can take care of your mother when I'm away.
Lily, I also have a job. I don't even know how to look after old people. I shouldn't be in charge.
I may be not a professional myself, but I'm trying my best. We could learn together. You can come over when you have your day off.
Nope, I don't think so. One person is enough to look after Mom. I don't think there's the need for me to.
Didn't I tell you just now I want you to take care of her when I can't?
We've been hiring people when you were unavailable. There's nothing to be worried about. Now think about it, Lily. I'm helping you in my own ways. I'm a big help.
Yes, I'm fully aware of that. I'm always thankful of you who's working hard every day to earn money. But this is a different story.
No, not about that. It's about the other thing, about Mom's inheritance.
Your mother's inheritance? How does this relate to what we are talking about?
Think about it. Let's say that Mom passes away. I'll inherit all her money. But you, who's my wife, don't have the right to inherit anything.
I know that, but you don't have to tell me again.
No, you don't understand. Because I have the right, you're going to benefit from it too as my wife. So you should be thankful that I married you. Why should I do more to help you?
Your mother is still healthy, Tom. I think it's inappropriate to talk about her death.
It's only a matter of time. Or is it that you don't want any of the inheritance money? If so, I'll use it all by myself.
I would be glad if I can receive some, but it's not something we should discuss about when your mother is still alive and healthy. Your mother will feel upset if she hears you. Can't you be more considerate of her?
All right. I'm sorry. Calm down, okay?
I don't need an apology. I want you to come visit your mother. I won't ask you to look after her, just come visit. She misses her son.
If I do nothing while you take care of her, she'll be angry at me. She can be pretty scary when she gets angry.
Oh, come on, don't act like a child. You should come and meet her before it's too late.
You're thinking too much. Anyways, good luck with taking care of Mom. I know you can do this.
Can you be a bit more serious? By the way, I'll eat dinner with your mother today, so prepare dinner on your own, okay?
I'm too tired too, but I'll do something about it. Take a nap now. Take good care, Mom. Did you call me this afternoon? I had some work to do, so I wasn't able to take your call. Is anything wrong?
Hi, Jack. I'm so sorry to bother you during work. I wanted to discuss about something, but it's getting late. Let's talk about it when you get home.
I'm actually gonna go drink with my friends tonight after work, so I'll be home pretty late. I have time now, so do you want to talk about it?
Well, if you say so. The caregiver we've been hiring won't be able to come as often next month. She, told us about it today.
Huh? Why?
I don't know about the details, but your mother had a conversation with her. She said she was really busy with her other clients.
What are we gonna do without her? What's your plan?
About that, maybe your mother can move into a nursing home?
Nursing home? The one for old people?
I bet we can find a new caregiver if we contact a different agency, but I think we'll face a similar problem in the future again. So your mother said that moving into a nursing home would be the best option for both her and me.
That's nonsense. Why would Mom have to move into a nursing home?
May I ask why you disagree? Are you sad about living away from your mother?
I don't care about living away from her. I rarely meet her anyways.
Then why would you disagree? Your mother basically lives alone right now. I can't be by her side all the time, and her caregiver won't be able to come as often compared to now. I think she'll feel more relaxed if she has more people to take care of her in the nursing home.
If she moves into a nursing home, we'll have less money to inherit. You'll also be at a disadvantage too.
Wait a minute, is that the only reason why you disagreed? No other reason?
Yeah, that's the only reason and the most important reason. We don't have enough money to pay for her nursing home, so I guess she'll be paying for the fees on her own.
Yes, I think so. If she's gonna move into a nursing home, she'll be paying.
The problem is, nursing homes are expensive.
I'm not sure, but I heard it's pretty expensive. But they only offer the minimum services. I think the expensive ones are worth it.
I knew it was expensive. I don't think Mom should move into the nursing home. She's old and we never know when she'll pass away. Why should we spend so much money on her now? I think it's better for her to leave us as much money as possible.
You're only worried about money. Do you understand our situation, Tom? Your mother should be way more important than money.
She's important to me, of course, but I can't agree this time. If the caregiver can't come as often next month, why don't you look after Mom instead of her?
It wouldn't be asking you for advice if I'm able to that. I have my own part-time job, and I don't have enough energy for that. I can't spend more time on your mother, Tom.
Then quit your part-time job. You'll have more time to look after Mom.
Tom, why do you think I work part-time? Your salary isn't enough to pay for our living expenses. If I quit my job, it's gonna affect us too.
Then why don't you find a new caregiver?
I could, but your mother insists that she'll move into a nursing home. I was wondering, why can't you offer us help? If you don't want her to move into a nursing home, you can always come over and take care of her.
I told you before, didn't I? I can't look after her.
You don't want to look after her, but you also don't want to spend a lot of money for her in a nursing home. You're being really selfish. I don't think you should be complaining about this.
What about our inheritance money? How would you feel if we received less because of this? I want to receive as much inheritance money as I can.
It's not like we're gonna lose all of the money. First of all, I don't want to depend on the inheritance money to pay for our living expenses. Our lives won't change even if we can't receive the money. We'll just live our normal life as always.
There's no point talking to you about this. You understand nothing. It was Mom's idea to move into a nursing home, right? I'll talk to her directly. I have to inherit all of her money.
You keep on talking about her money. Which is more important to you? Your mother or her money?
Her money, of course.
Alright. Do whatever you want. I have nothing more to say to you.
Don't be upset. I'll make sure to inherit everything from her. Don't worry about anything, okay?
I'm not worried about anything. I'll leave it up to you. Good luck in persuading your mother.
Leave everything to me and everything will be just fine.
Hey, Tom, do you think you can persuade your mother?
It's not going well. I called her just now, but she doesn't listen to a word I say.
I thought you were with her right now. Haven't you been listening to our conversation? I won't eavesdrop, but I figured your mom's reaction.
I don't understand why she's so stubborn. I make perfect sense, don't I? She's being really stubborn this time.
I guess you're overconfident. You might be the wrong one here, Tom.
What do you mean?
Your idea would allow your mother to save money, but it would also increase our burden at the same time.
Well, it's free. What's better than that?
We'll have more to worry about in return for that. You won't be helping us anyway, so nothing will change for you, but for us, we'll have to bear more burdens.
I didn't want to hire a caregiver in the first place. I only agreed because you and Mom wanted to hire one. This is what I always hoped for. No caregivers, just you and Mom.
How can you be so selfish when you've never offered us help? You're always welcome to come and help us out.
I don't want to spend my day off looking after Mom. You should help me persuade her. You're always with her, so you have more chances to do so.
I agree with your mother. Haven't I been telling you this? So why should I work with you who I disagree with? If you want to persuade her, do it by yourself.
You and Mom are both so stubborn. Can't you be more open-minded? You're both so old-fashioned.
How can you say that? You're the stubborn one.
No. I'm thinking about our future. But how about you? You both are only worried about the immediate future. That's why you think spending a lot of money for a nursing home is the best option.
If you're so eager to save money, how about you stop drinking? You'll be more of a help if you can come over to her house and take care of her. You do nothing on your day off, just staying in bed and drinking alcohol.
If I spend my day off taking care of Mom, I won't be able to take time to rest myself. Why are you so selfish? You only think about yourself. Can't you be more considerate of me?
All right. I'm so sorry. I'm a selfish wife.
And you always get sulky when I point out something you don't like. You should really fix your bad habits. If it wasn't me, you would have gotten divorced a long time ago. Oops. Sorry, Lily. Mom just texted me.
Oh, your mother texted you? She could have just told me about it. She should know that I'm texting you right now.
I guess it's something important. I'll get back to you later.
What did she say?
Mom's the best. She finally understood why I was persuading her. She's gonna reconsider about moving into a nursing home.
Huh. Really? But I can't spend more time to take care of her.
She told me she'll discuss the details with you directly. Oh, if you're with Mom right now, can you discuss about it with her now? I don't have enough time to take care of Mom. It's really no use telling me what was decided between you two.
All right.
That's great. That's a relief she finally agreed. I'm gonna inherit all of her money.
Are you talking about her money again? Aren't there more things to worry about?
If I inherit her money, we'll be able to live a better life. What's more important than that? You're probably gonna get busier next month, but good luck. My inheritance money is in your hands. Hey, I came to visit Mom's house today. But why isn't she here?
What a surprise. You rarely come visit her. What's going on?
She agreed to reconsider about moving into a nursing home, remember? So I wanted to do something for her to show her my gratitude. I thought it was your day off, Lily. Why aren't you here?
Well, your mother told me to get out of the house.
Huh? Why?
Well, she didn't let me in when I visited her today. She said she no longer needed my care.
What's that supposed to mean? Then where's Mom? She won't be able to go out alone without your help.
Your mother moved into a nursing home today, so I think she's doing fine.
Huh? Did you take her there without telling me?
No, it wasn't my decision. Your mother has been finding a good nursing home to move into, so I offered some help. I had a chance to discuss about it with your mother, remember? She told me that she was getting ready to move out of the house.
You helped her? I'm gonna inherit less money because of you. Do you understand what you did?
Don't blame me. It was you who helped her make that decision.
Me? What do you mean?
You've been very rude towards your mother. You valued her money more than herself. And you also weren't the best husband as well. After she got to know how you've been treating us, she decided to move into a nursing home.
It's your job to stop her. Don't be so proud of yourself. You failed me. I'm never gonna forgive you.
I'm never going back to our house. Be as angry as you want.
What do you mean you're not coming home?
I'm divorcing you. After your mother moved out, I went back to my parents' house. I left the divorce papers in our living room. Have you seen it?
Not yet. Do you think I would ever agree to get a divorce?
If you're not gonna accept our divorce, I'll guess I'll have to sue you.
Don't be ridiculous. You've been saying all these selfish things to me. Why are you suddenly asking for a divorce?
Well, reflect on how you've been treating me and your mother. Your attitude revealed a lot about you. I learned that you were a very selfish person.
The more money I inherit, the better for both of us. You said you wanted the money too.
Yes, it would be helpful, but money is not the most important thing.
What are you trying to say?
What if I fell sick when you're still healthy? Will you take care of me? I bet you won't.
We can use the money we inherit to hire a caregiver. Why would I have to take care of you?
See? It reveals a lot about you. Even if your wife got sick, you think money will solve everything. I can't be with someone who values money more than anything.
But how can you suddenly ask for a divorce? You're being really selfish.
You're the selfish one. Remember how you've been treating us? Both your mother and I have been accepting all of your selfish actions. Can't you do me a favor one last time? It's not much to ask from a lazy person like you. Although I prepared him with the divorce papers, it took him forever to hand them in. I no longer could wait for him, so I decided to hire a lawyer to mediate our divorce. As a result, our divorce was approved and we finally got divorced. On the other hand, Tom seemed really upset about getting a divorce and the fact that he'll inherit less money than he planned. Her mother refused to meet him when he visited her in the nursing home, which made him even more upset. I'm sorry for Tom, but I chose the nursing home with the best environment and services for her mother. So, I don't think there will be much left for Tom to inherit. When he gets to know about this, I'll think he'll feel more upset, but it's no longer my business, so I don't think I'll ever tell him before he realizes himself. That's our small revenge from both me and her mother.
Bianca, I'm sorry to text you so suddenly. I have something to talk to you about. Do you have a minute?
What's the matter, Mom? I was just taking a break from housework, so I have some time right now.
Okay, that's great. So, the thing I wanted to talk about is about how you've been spending too much money.
What? Me? Spending too much money?
You're in charge of money management in the house, right?
Yeah, that's right. Eric is busy with work, so I manage the money at home and decide how much to use for our living expenses. Is there anything wrong?
No, there's nothing wrong about you being in charge of money management. It's hard to tell you this, but I think you might be using too much money.
Are you saying that I'm spending more than I need to? I'm only spending money for my basic living needs. Stop accusing me for something I've never done.
But I heard you bought a brand new bag recently. Eric told me that it cost more than $1,000. And he also said that it wasn't your first time buying something so expensive.
That was a present for myself. Eric is not the only one who's tired from working. I do housework every day, and I have to reward myself for it once in a while. I think I deserve it, honestly.
I know you're working hard, Bianca. I'm not telling you to stop spending money for yourself. I just think it might have been better if you told Eric about it before you spent the money. Eric is the one who's bringing the money to the household, so I think he should know how his salary is being spent.
I regret not telling him about it in advance. But it's our problem, not yours. Let us solve it as a couple. It's not your business, is it?
That's very true. I also hope that you would be able to solve it with Eric.
Then mind your own business, can you? We are capable to solve these things on our own.
Eric asked me to help because you two aren't capable to... You don't listen to him, do you? He said he's been asking you to stop many times, but you still seem to be buying many expensive goods.
Even so, it's our problem. I can't believe he asked you for help. It's none of your business. That's a bigger problem for me, to be honest. He still asks his mother for help at this age? How embarrassing.
I think Eric really needed help. I don't want to be an annoying mother-in-law, so I won't say too much, but can you make some time to discuss about this with Eric? He'll understand if you talk about your feelings with him.
If you say so, I'll have a discussion with him. How about that?
That would be great! I know you're busy with housework, and I understand that you get stressed out sometimes, but saving money is really important too. I hope you two can discuss about it as a couple.
I get it. So, is this all? Anything else you wanted to talk about? I have to go buy some groceries, so may I leave now?
Thanks for your time, Bianca. You're always welcome to visit me anytime with Eric. I hope you can visit me again sometime soon. Eric called me last night. Bianca, I heard you bought something expensive again.
Yes, I did. So what?
I thought we had a discussion about this with Eric. didn't you agree to ask Eric when you wanted to buy something expensive? But I heard that you ignored what Eric said. Is that true?
No, you have to listen to me. Eric always says no when I ask if I can buy what I want. Isn't that unfair? It's not what we agreed on.
So you did ask Eric about it?
Yes, I did. We decided to when we had our discussion. But Eric keeps on saying that we can't afford something so expensive. He just got his paycheck, but he still says no. Oh, I feel so stupid, being the only one keeping our promise. If I can't buy what I want, I don't know why we had a discussion.
Bianca? Listen, do you remember spending $1,000 last month to buy a brand new bag?
Yes, of course. I always wanted that bag. It's my favorite bag now.
Okay, that's nice to hear. I want you to keep in mind that you bought the bag you wanted last month. Eric only gets a few $1,000s paid every month for his salary.
Oh, how do you know all this? But why did you bring that up?
You do know that you need at least $3,000 to pay for both of your living expenses, including your rent, food expenses, electricity bill, and so on. That's the minimum amount you need monthly. Am I right?
Yeah, I think so. That's about the amount we need every month. It does change depending on the month, though.
Then don't you think spending $1,000 every month for your shopping fees is a little too much? You won't be able to pay for your living expenses.
I'm perfectly aware of that. I only spend money that's left after paying for living expenses. Do you think I'm stupid?
Have you been saving money? You have to be prepared for your future. You might give birth to a baby soon. Or worse, one of you might get into an accident. How are you going to pay for the fees if you don't start saving money?
Huh? What do you mean? I thought our parents were supposed to pay for those fees. Why would we have to save money and pay for them ourselves?
Wait a minute, Bianca. What do you mean?
I'm talking about the money that's required when I get pregnant, or when we got into an accident. Our parents should support us in these unexpected cases. I always thought you would pay for these fees because it's an emergency.
Did Eric say that? You both are independent adults. Don't you think you should look after yourselves?
Even if we're independent, Eric is still your child. So you should at least help us in an emergency. I don't know much about it, but I heard you inherited a lot of money after your husband's death.
I'm sorry, Bianca. Let me be honest with you. I won't be paying any of those fees you're talking about.
Huh? You have to be kidding.
Like I told you just now, you are both independent adults. I am willing to help you with little things, but I don't have enough money to spend for you two. I can't pay for everything, Bianca.
No, you don't make sense. You've been meddling in our business all the time. After making so many complaints, you just leave everything to us?
It's not like that. I know it's only been a year or so since your marriage, but you can't depend on me forever. You're Eric's wife, Bianca.
Oh my gosh. You're not only a single parent, but you're also poor. I didn't have to respect you as my mother-in-law. I should have just ignored you from the beginning.
You've been maintaining a good relationship with me just because you thought I was rich?
Of course. Who would contact their mother-in-law without any reason? But there's no need to talk with you anymore. I don't want to be involved with people who are poor. Stop trying to get in contact with me.
Don't be so harsh on me. Let's talk about it again, shall we? Considering your future as a couple, we can't just let you spend money freely.
Just mind your own business. There's nothing I can learn from poor single parents like you. Stop acting like you're better than us. You're really annoying.
Wait a second, Bianca. Are you still there? Listen to me. We still have things to talk about. Bianca?
Can you stop coming over to our house like you did yesterday? It's really annoying when people visit without telling us beforehand.
I just wanted to have a conversation with you. Do you really think you can just do whatever you want? Your parents are also worried. Do you know that?
Oh my gosh, so annoying. Did you contact my parents too? Don't you think that's a bit too much? Well, I have to thank you for not telling Eric about this.
I know you'll get in trouble if I tell Eric about yesterday. If you can reflect on yourself and change your attitude, I won't tell Eric about it.
Thank you, you're so nice. But you're really annoying me. So don't come over ever again, okay?
Then, think about how you spend your money. Stop buying expensive brand new bags every single month, okay? You can always save money and then buy what you want.
That's impossible. These brand bags are so popular they get sold out really quickly. If I wait until I save money, I won't be able to buy them.
Haven't I been telling you to learn to be patient? It's not just your own money, it's Eric's money too. If you were single, it's up to you to spend as much as you want. But you have to understand that you're married now.
Stop acting like you know better than us. You're looking down on us, aren't you? We're having this conversation in the first place because you're poor.
My financial situation has nothing to do with this.
But you can't because you're poor. So I have to spend my own money to buy what I want.
It's not only me. Your parents also said they won't be supporting you financially. Why are you only blaming me?
Oh, I never thought my parents would. They're poor like you. Ugh, I'm so lucky. Not only that my real parents are poor, my mother-in-law is also poor. How unfortunate can I be?
You can't say that to your real parents. You should be more considerate about them. They have been taking good care of you until you grew up.
It's the parents' duty to take care of their child. Why do I have to appreciate them when the only thing they did was to complete their duty?
Your parents would be disappointed if they hear this.
Are you trying to appeal to my emotions now? Oh, you're so annoying.
You've been calling me poor. But are you any better than me?
Better?
I just told you that you should save your money before you buy what you want. If you don't want to wait until you save your money, how about you start working as well? But you never got a job yourself. Why don't you do something on your own before you depend on others?
I don't like to work. Why do you think I married Eric? I wanted to stay at home as a housewife.
You really don't plan to change your lifestyle, do you? Nothing can influence you to change for the better. Even your parents.
No, not at all. But I do regret some things I did. I decided to marry Eric because I heard that he inherited some money from his father. Oh, but I should have done more research.
What do you mean?
I should have known better than that single parents were poor. Now that I think of it, I shouldn't have married Eric. Well, Eric is pretty well paid, so I won't divorce him for now.
So that's what you've always thought about us. I finally get it now. Just do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore. I'll do whatever I want too.
There's no time for you to do whatever you want. I'm gonna break relations with you. I don't want to have any relations with poor people. I'm afraid you might start brainwashing Eric.
I don't think my son will agree to that.
He's so kind. Too kind that he hasn't even divorced me yet. He'll listen to whatever I tell him to do. He's really an ideal husband, you know that. I'm never gonna divorce him.
Okay, go on then. But I will take away his inheritance rights.
I don't need your teeny tiny bit of inheritance money. Do you think you can persuade us not to break relations with you just by threatening us about inheritance rights? I'm sorry. I take back everything I say. Please forgive me.
What's wrong? What makes you change your attitude so suddenly?
I'm being serious. I'm so sorry. It was all a joke. We won't break relations with you. Please forgive me.
Oh, did Eric text you? Ooh, that was fast. I sent him a screenshot of our conversation just now.
I regret everything I did. I'm gonna stop spending money on brand bags. So please forgive me.
I guess you heard about our inheritance money from Eric. I never wasted my money. Unlike you. After my husband's death, I worked hard to earn enough money to take care of Eric when he was still little. I haven't spent a single dollar of the money I inherited from my husband.
You are so hardworking. I respect you from the bottom of my heart.
Well, you don't have to worry about this. We're back to strangers if we're breaking relations. Stop flattering me and never text me again. I'm leaving now. I'm busy.
Please wait. I'm really sorry for everything I did. Hello? Mom? Are you still there? Mom? Mom, please open the door. I'm here to apologize about everything I did to you.
I don't need your apology. Just go home, Bianca. You're disturbing my neighbors. And stop calling me, okay? It's creepy to see all these calls from you.
Don't say that. I was crazy for being so rude to you. I think I might have lost my mind. I regret everything I did. I'm really sorry.
What am I supposed to do? Even if you apologize to me like this, there's nothing I can do for you. I'm a single parent and poor. I thought you knew that. Your apology means nothing, Bianca.
I never meant to say that. I just went with the flow.
You seemed really fluent, though. You've always been very confident with what you said.
You know, I can have a dirty mouth sometimes. I really want to get rid of it, but it's hard to fix bad habits. I never meant to say all these bad things about you. Believe me.
All right, but I think you should get rid of your habit as soon as possible. As a stranger who's poor, I don't really mind, but I bet many people would feel uncomfortable.
Okay, I'll be sure to get rid of it as soon as possible if you say so. I really respect you, so I'll do whatever you ask me to. Eric has been saying that he wants to be like you all the time.
Really? That's my first time hearing Eric say that. But I don't think he should be like me. I'm a poor single parent who can't even support my son and his wife financially.
Don't be ridiculous. You have the inheritance money. You make plenty of money you can use to support us.
What's important here is how I feel. I don't care about how much money I have. I'm not gonna support you financially. Never.
No, you don't have to support me. Everything's gonna be alright when Eric inherits all your money.
Eric's gonna come pick me up now. With the divorce papers in his hands.
Huh? What are you talking about? You gotta be kidding.
I bet you hope so. Eric has been considering getting a divorce after all you did. So he always had the divorce papers ready. I guess the conversation between us was the last straw.
Wait a minute! Are we getting a divorce? Right now? No! I don't want to get divorced!
Don't tell me. It's not my business.
Don't say that! Can you help me out? You're his mother. Can you tell him to stop? He's being ridiculous.
I've been giving you advice so that you could avoid getting divorced by Eric. You were the one who never listened and never changed the way you act. Oh.
But it's so sudden. After my parents heard about what I did, they told me never to come back. How am I supposed to make a living if I get divorced now?
That's unfortunate. But I think you deserve it. I'm leaving now. Goodbye. Oh, I wasted so much time talking nonsense with you. After our conversation, Eric arrived, furious with everything Bianca did, and took her away with him. Although Bianca refused, Eric had already decided to get a divorce. There was nothing that could change his decision. Bianca had never seen Eric so furious. He also asked Bianca to pay for compensation money, and she broke down into tears. To be honest, I'm very disappointed that they ended up like this. The indecisiveness of Eric that led to Bianca's arrogance. My failure of not being able to change Bianca's attitude. I'm disappointed in the both of us. And I think they're both something we should work on. And I hope Bianca learns something from her divorce and changes for the better.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hey, Agnes, what time? Last few days. I'm not sure he has long left.
Oh, yes, I remember you telling me. Is he finally going to kick
Agnes.
Okay, Casey, I'm begging you. What do I have to say to change your mind, please? Help me. I can't make it on my own.
Surely it's not because you're on your own that you're. After that,
Hey, Noah? Mom just told me that you moved into our house, but is that true?
Yeah, that's true. Why? You don't want me in your house?
No, it's not like that. I was just surprised because it was so sudden. What's the matter?
There's nothing wrong with me moving in, is there? I'm your brother, Lena. I want you to help me move my stuff into the house, but you were out on a business trip. I would have liked a more helpful sister.
Well, it's your fault for not telling me earlier.
It's my own house. I should be able to come back to my home anytime.
I'm not blaming you or anything, don't get me wrong.
What's your problem then?
Jennifer, your wife also moved in with you, right?
Of course. Why wouldn't she?
We're gonna be living together, Noah. Didn't she say anything about it?
No, not at all. She was happy that she no longer has to pay rent.
I hope you guys are at least gonna pay for your own living expenses.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about your food expenses and electricity bills.
Huh? We're a family, but you're asking us to pay for ourselves? I never paid them when I lived with mom and dad before I moved out.
You were a student back then. I pay for my own living expenses too now that I graduated and started working.
It's just the two of us. There wouldn't be much different.
No, this is a big problem. First of all, I don't think you paid back the $50,000 which you borrowed from Mom and Dad.
I'll pay them back someday.
You say that all the time. You spend all your money on gambling and you never learn from your mistakes. I know you visit us from time to time so that you can borrow money from Mom and Dad. Whenever you use up all your money, you come back home and steal our savings from the cupboards. You're as awful as a criminal robbing our family.
You call your own brother a robber?
Am I wrong, Noah? You're doing the exact same thing as a robber. You have a wife, can't you be more responsible?
Shut your little mouth. How about you worry about yourself, not me?
Why should I be worried about myself?
You're over 30 without a husband or a boyfriend, and you live with your parents. Are you aware of your own situation? Try comparing yourself with others your age.
So what? Am I causing any trouble to anyone?
Mom's definitely worried about you. We're worried about you ending up alone when they get older.
You're worrying Mom more than me. She's always worried that you might steal their money whenever they leave the house.
I'll never steal again. If I move into your house, I won't have to pay for the rent.
Noah, I've been telling you that accepting you into our house doesn't mean we'll support all your living expenses too.
Lena, why are you so annoying? Oh, I get it now. You're worried that I'll take over the house. Come on, just admit your fears.
Huh?
I'm the son, the first child of Mom and Dad, right? So it's natural for me to inherit this house after their death, which means that you're technically living in my house.
You've been thinking like that all this time?
That's the truth, Lena. Just admit it.
Okay, now I understand how you really feel about the house. You have no idea.
You're the ignorant one. Don't you ever think you're better than me just because you've always been living with Mom and Dad. I'll kick you out of the house very soon. You should be embarrassed for living with your parents at your age.
I don't get why you aren't embarrassed of yourself moving back in with selfish reasons at your age.
I've experienced so many hardships living alone, Lena. You haven't left the house even once. You're an embarrassment, you know that?
Let's end it here. I'm gonna tell you one last time that you have to pay for your own living expenses if you're moving into our house. Don't depend on Mom and Dad with everything.
Hey, Lena, your room was the biggest, right?
Yeah, so what?
Your room used to be mine. Now that your brother is home, don't you think you should give me back my room?
You can't just move in and demand me to give back your room.
Jennifer and I share the smallest room in the house. Why do you get to live in the largest room alone? It doesn't make any sense.
You both only use the room to sleep, but I have work to do at home, so I prefer staying in a larger room.
We also want a large room, Lena. Can we exchange rooms? We get your room and you get ours?
Huh?
You understand that we don't have enough rooms, right?
We have enough rooms. Mom and Dad's room, you and Jennifer's room, and my room. I think it's enough.
What are we going to do if our baby is born? Jennifer and I can share the room with the baby when the baby's young, but we'll need another room when the baby gets older.
You're really planning to take over our house.
Of course, it's my house.
To be exact, it's not your house.
For now, it's not, but in the near future, it will. You should start getting ready to leave the house.
Why are you telling me that?
Jennifer's worried if you're going to continue living with us. She feels uncomfortable around you, you know. You should be aware that you're not welcome in this house. I guess you're still single because you're ignorant and lack consideration. What an evil sister I have.
If you don't want to live with me, why did you move into our house in the first place? You knew that I was living with Mom and Dad, right?
We assume that you'll leave once we move in. Aren't you uncomfortable as well?
You assumed that I would leave? How ignorant and inconsiderate. I heard that Jennifer doesn't do anything while Mom does all the housework.
Mom's better at housework than Jennifer, so I don't see any problem.
It's definitely a problem. If you guys are not going to pay for your living expenses, at least do some housework. I'm talking about you too, Noah. Both you and Jennifer should help with housework.
Ugh, Lena, stop being so annoying. How about you? Are you helping Mom with the housework?
I make breakfast for them every morning. I also pay for my living expenses, unlike you.
I bet being single gives you extra time and money. House had to be single.
Noah, don't you ever think that you can always depend on mom and dad?
Don't you ever think you can always live in this house, Lena. I'm not asking you to find a husband. It's not so hard to find a new house, is it? Just leave the house as soon as possible. But I'm warning you beforehand, okay? This is a warning, Lena. I'm not going to accept any complaints from you, all right?
Noah, did you enter my room without telling me? Stop it right now. Get out of my room.
Hey, did Mom tell you about it?
Stop doing whatever you want in our house. You're causing so much trouble.
Then just leave the house. That would solve everything.
How many times do I have to tell you that I won't leave?
Why don't you understand, Lena? You seem like you don't understand your position in this house, so I decided to take action.
Take what action?
I moved your stuff to the garage so you don't have a room anymore. Mom's too nice to tell you this, but you're the one causing them trouble, being single and not leaving the house. Stop depending on mom and dad. Just leave already.
Noah, let me tell you, we don't own the house. I think you're misunderstanding.
It's not our house? What do you mean?
We had to sell it to pay back your debts. Dad no longer owns the house. There's nothing you can inherit now, Noah.
You sold the house? Then why are we still living here? Stop making up stories just because you don't want me to inherit the house.
We pay the rent to live here.
Are you serious? What are we gonna do? Who's gonna pay when Dad gets older and is unable to pay?
Oh, about that. There's nothing to worry about. We're gonna pull down our house soon. This is our temporary house until it gets pulled down. There wouldn't be any rent to pay when we no longer have a house.
Pull the house down? Why didn't you tell me earlier about such an important thing?
It's your fault for moving in so suddenly with selfish reasons.
Where's Mom and Dad gonna live after the house is pulled down? They're gonna be moving somewhere else, right?
Yeah, they'll move with me into my new house.
I guess we'll join you guys then.
Huh? Why?
We currently live with Mom and Dad, so it's natural for us to move into their new house.
Did you see what I just texted you? Mom and Dad are moving into my house. It's not Mom and Dad's house. Why would I have to let you and Jennifer live in my house?
That's ridiculous. What are we supposed to do then?
What would I know? You better start looking for a new house to live in. The house is going to be pulled down next month.
We don't have enough time.
We didn't have any time to prepare when you guys moved in so suddenly. When you took away my room, you told me to find a new place to live. I guess it's your turn now. I thought you were the one who said it's not so hard to find a new house. You kicked me out of my room. Why would I accept you to live in my new house? I warned you, Noah. I think you should find a new house to live in with Jennifer.
Lena, why did you leave us?
I said I won't let you both live in my house. There's not enough space for you and Jennifer.
Even so, how can you just move out leaving us homeless? I thought we were a family.
Says you, who never paid back $50,000 to his parents and stole money from the house. Plus, you suddenly moved back into our house because of your selfish reasons, believing that you would soon inherit the house. I'll never forget how you moved all my stuff to the garage and kicked me out of the room.
I thought we owned the house.
That doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. Do you understand how much trouble you caused for our family? What makes you think that you can inherit the house?
I'm the only son in the family, and I thought I would be in charge of looking after our parents when they get older.
I'll take care of them, just like I've been doing till now. You've done nothing for them. What can you do now? They're not looking for a caregiver. They just want their money back more than anything.
Mom and Dad are not replying to my texts and phone calls.
They decided not to take any more contact with you now that they left the old house. Oh, but be sure to pay back the $50,000, okay? We have the IOU.
Hey, Lena, we really need help.
I bet.
We don't have enough money to move into somewhere new. Jennifer fell sick from the shock of you leaving us.
Not my business. It's your fault for depending on us too much. I heard you quit your job when you moved in. Mom had been telling you to find a new job, and you were the one who ignored her.
I couldn't find a good job.
Are you in the position to choose jobs? Just get any job. There's still several weeks until the house is pulled down. You can start by getting a part-time job.
A part-time job won't be enough. We'll only be able to make a few $100s.
You never know until you actually try. You also didn't bring much stuff when you moved in, so I think you can save some moving expenses.
Moving requires money. There's rental fees and much more to worry about.
If you're worried about money, you can always start by renting a short stay apartment.
Lena, look, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that I tried kicking you out, and I'm sorry for everything that we did.
You think I'll forgive you with a simple apology?
Please, Lena, let us live with you for a few months.
Nope, never. You never kept your promises. I bet you'll stay forever if I let you live in my house.
I promise, Lena, believe me.
If only you had started paying back Mom and Dad. It would have made you sound more promising. Considering all the trouble you've caused to our family, I don't think I can ever believe in you.
Okay, I won't ask you to let us live with you then, but at least tell us where you moved to.
I know what you're trying to do. You're planning to move in with us.
Why would I do that? Come on, Lena. Believe your brother.
Why do I have to tell you so many times? I told you that I can't believe in you anymore.
Why? Can't you be nicer to your dear brother? A little help won't hurt.
You could have been a better brother too, Noah. Remember all the trouble you caused your sister? We had to sell the house because of you, and you always stole money from our house. Do you know how hard Mom had to work to save all that money? She was saving her pay from her part-time job so that she could travel with Dad.
I'm sorry. I regret everything I did to Mom and Dad.
If so, why aren't you paying them back? I never thought of you as my brother. I'll tell you their bank account so that you know where to send them the money. If you regret what you did, start paying them back even if it might take some time.
I can't start paying them back if my basic living needs aren't being fulfilled. I don't even have a house.
Didn't I tell you, Noah? Stop depending too much on Mom and Dad. It's your fault that you lost our trust. There's nowhere you can go home to and no one you can depend on. You're no longer part of our family. You're just a debtor. Apparently, Noah and his wife left the house just before the old house was pulled down. However, he ended up borrowing more money to support his living expenses, so he hasn't even started paying back my parents. My parents have given up on getting back the $50,000 they lent him, and are now trying to use up all their savings so that there would be nothing left for my brother to inherit. I support my parents' decision because I don't want my brother to inherit anything either. My brother texted me the other day saying that he really needs to pay back his debts as soon as possible, so I finally decided to block him from my contacts. I don't want to be involved in any of his business. I no longer know what my brother and his wife are going through, but I've decided not to get in contact with him ever again. He deserves to be chased after his debt collectors. I'm currently enjoying a relaxed life with my parents after moving into our new house. Our new house has great security, so we no longer have to be afraid of robbers like my brother stealing money from us. I initially thought of paying back my parents on behalf of my brother, but my parents never asked for my help. They even offered to rent their own apartment when we decided to pull down our old house. They thought they might be a nuisance if they move into my new house. I can never forgive my brother who betrayed my kind parents, and I love my parents who are always considerate of me from the bottom of my heart. I want to become a daughter they can be proud of so that they can heal from what my brother did to them.
Eliana, it's getting close to the end of the summer, but I wanted to see what your plans were for seeing everyone. You're still planning to come back home, right? It's been so long, and everyone here wants to make sure we can at least have all the family together for a weekend. And to make sure we have a really good time, we can even take everyone out to that really fancy Italian restaurant you like.
It is getting close to the end of summer, isn't it? Seems that my husband's folks are also getting together soon and want to do a barbecue or something while all the cousins and such come over. I still have no idea what days they're planning on holding the barbecue and such, so could you hold on for a bit?
I see. Well, if you decide that you'll have time to come back to our place, just let me know. We like to be able to get you and your husband's room all cleaned up so you can stay here and not have to find a hotel.
Thank you, Leah. That means a lot.
I've noticed that ever since you married, you haven't been home to Mom and Dad's place. They are getting pretty lonely without you, you know? And I feel that same way. I haven't seen you at all since your wedding. I mean, we can see that you haven't even been posting as much anymore on your social media, which you used to always keep up on.
I'm sorry, Leah. Before I knew it, it seemed that my husband's family became the priority for me. And we had all sorts of things that kept us busy right after we got married, so I never had time to be on my phone like I used to.
But what about your guys' honeymoon? I would have thought you post something from that trip you guys took, yet there was nothing.
Well, we just got carried away with his mom and dad, so we never actually went on our honeymoon after the wedding. His family just means a lot to me, so I have to be around them a lot. But don't worry, deep down, I've still been thinking about and wanting to see you all.
Well, that's good to hear, I guess. And I hope you start finding time again to have your own time soon.
Are you all doing okay?
We sure are. Dad's been thinking about retiring next year, and so we've been helping him work all of that out. And Mom is getting ready to go on a trip with some of her friends and her sister to the Grand Canyon since none of them have seen it before. Of course, they're also planning to go to Las Vegas for a night or two to gamble some more. Anyway, how about you? Are you getting used to living with your husband and his family?
I'm starting to get used to it, but I feel like I've messed up. Having to live with his parents is getting pretty tough for me at times, since I haven't actually known them that long. That's why I've been so busy with them here. I also feel a little jealous knowing that you get to stay with Mom and Dad.
That does seem pretty tough, living with parents that aren't really your own. Of course, I'm sure living here with Mom and Dad is working my husband pretty hard as well.
Is David getting pretty close with Mom and Dad now?
Well, I like to think so. They're always cracking jokes with one another, and even when I'm not around, they go out and have some fun. I sort of get the feeling Mom and Dad care more about him than their own daughter at times.
Is that so?
In our case, we have been married now for almost 4 years, so that's probably why he's gotten so used to Mom and Dad now. I'm sure things were as tough as they are for you now back when we first moved in with them.
Well, my husband and his family are all really nice people as well, so I don't feel like they have anything against me at the moment. At least there are no problems that we've been having to deal with between each other.
That's good to hear. Recently, I've really gotten the feeling that David is the real son of Mom and Dad here, and that I'm more like the wife that he's brought into the family.
Well, that's great. Must be nice being so close to one another there.
What's wrong? You're acting like things aren't actually going that well there.
No, that's not what I meant. They're treating me very well, and every day is just as fun as the last.
Really? I hope that's the case, because it seemed like you don't actually think that living there with them.
Things weren't going that well here, I'd be back home with you, all right?
I suppose that's true, and you haven't even come home once yet. But that better mean that things really are going well there, and that you're just not trying to bear with it. Before I forget, I sent you a package a little while back filled with foods, but mainly your blueberries. Have you gotten it yet?
Yes, I did. Thank you for another care package this year. But this year you seem to have put in even more things than last year. Like, there are at least 6 gallon bags full of blueberries in here, where last year you only sent 2.
We were able to harvest a lot of berries this year from all the bushes. So much that I had to give some to the neighbors as well. Must be because of the amount of rain we got earlier in the summer followed by all that sunshine.
Oh, that's probably why there's so much.
Yeah, with that amount of blueberries in there, you should be able to make a large amount of your blueberry wine this year, right? Everyone will love it. I'm hoping you can make enough to last until next Easter.
I've always loved making that wine with the delicious blueberries in Mom and Dad's yards, so I'm really looking forward to this. And I'm thinking this amount will at least get us 6 or 7 bottles worth. Do you think you could talk to my mother-in-law for a second? She has something she wants to say about the blueberries you sent.
That's fine with me.
This must be Leah, right? It's been such a very long time. I think the last time we spoke to one another was at your sister's wedding a while back. And thank you for sending us some of your family's blueberries every year in the mail.
It's been far too long, Jill. And don't worry about it. I made sure to throw some other things in the box as well.
But the blueberries you guys got this year are just amazing. Compared to what we get at the grocery store, these things are just wonderful. Can you please let your mom and dad know how good these are as well for me?
Sure, I'll let them both know.
All of these blueberries you get from the woods behind your house, right?
Yes, we have a couple large patches of those blueberry bushes back there. And because we get so many every year, we have no other choice but to send them to everyone we know.
That is just amazing. Thank you so much for taking the time to think about us as well. I felt so bad for not thanking you sooner for this.
Don't worry about it. It wasn't that big of a deal for us. My family doesn't have a need for all those berries, so it was better to give them out than to let them go bad. And since Eliana makes wine with them, we thought this year we send her the most.
Really? Well, that's great to hear. By the way, does this mean you guys might still have some of these blueberries left?
We still do. We really did end up with a large harvest this year, so we have some bagged up and everything in our cooler outside.
Really? Well, that is so wonderful. Well, if you have no use for those ones, do you think you could send us a little bit more? Do you think you could do that for us?
Huh? Are you really okay with us sending you that much? I thought I already sent you more than you guys could eat and use.
Don't worry about that. If it was any other family, I'm sure that'd be enough. But in my house, everyone loves to eat blueberries, and we make all kinds of desserts with them as well. We also have some friends that enjoy your guys' berries, and so we've been wondering if we could get any more this year.
I see. All right. I suppose I can send you guys a little bit more.
I'm sorry to have to ask, but do you think you could send us just as much as you sent last time? 6 of those gallon bags worth?
You really are okay with that much?
Oh, really? We could go for truckloads of these things. But even then, it might not be enough for us. You did harvest a lot this year, so that should be fine, correct?
All right then. I'll get those to you guys as soon as I can.
Oh, thank you so much. And if that ends up not being enough for us, it'd be all right to ask again, right?
Huh? I guess that'd be fine.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I guess I'll be in touch with you again. I'm looking forward to even more berries.
Leah, the next batch of blueberries have arrived. Thank you for getting this to us so soon. You even put in a bit more than last time, huh?
Well, it seemed your mother-in-law really wanted a lot of blueberries. She even made it seem like she wanted to ask me again for more in the future. So that's why I ended up sending that large amount.
Jill can be a bit pushy at times. Sorry about her. But thank you so much for these.
I probably shouldn't be saying this about her, but she seems to be a very pushy person, actually.
I'm really sorry.
No problem. It didn't really bother me. I've dealt with far stronger people, so it didn't bother me. But are you really okay with her being that strong? I'm sure you'll have a lot to deal with processing all those blueberries now.
Well, like she told you, everyone here loves blueberries, so they've been picking at a lot of them. But I guess I'll have a lot of wine to make. I'm even working on it right now.
Is there any extra equipment that you can use there? Maybe Jill is helping you out.
Nope. They don't really have the tools I need, so I only have what I brought. And also, Jill isn't the kind of woman to do these sorts of things.
Really? She's not helping you? There's at least one person there helping you though, right?
It's just me.
What? With that large amount of blueberries? That's going to overwork you.
Well, I've always been the one to make blueberry wine. It's my job. It's a bit harder this year, but I still love making it. So I'm not really complaining.
Yeah, but Jill isn't helping you at all?
Not at all. Today, she left me at home alone to do all this work while she went out again with some friends for coffee. So that's why I'm taking the time to get everything done as quick as I can.
She's not even going to help you make the wine, yet wants more and more blueberries from us? That's a little bit ridiculous of her.
Well, I'm not really that worked up over it. I really enjoy this kind of work. And to me, making wine every year is my responsibility.
Hey, are you sure you're doing okay with everyone in your husband's family?
Why do you ask? Especially after I said everything's fine.
Well, I'm still a little bit worried is all. And seeing that they're not even going to help you with any of the winemaking with that large amount of blueberries. Also, from what I saw of Jill when we last spoke, she seems to be a very pushy and overbearing kind of person. So I really do wonder if you're okay there.
Well, you're right to think that Jill is the kind of person that doesn't hold back, but, well, that's something I kind of like about her. Just know that they're treating me well here. I mean, I'm not going to complain when she's giving me a place to live and let me marry her son.
Okay.
And when it comes to making this wine, I'm always looking forward to everyone letting me know how delicious it is when all my work is done. And I was the one in the first place that could said I'd handle making wine with the berries. We really are doing great over here, so please don't worry.
Well, if you say so.
You really are the type that gets so worked up over nothing. I told you this before. If things weren't going well over here, I'd be coming back home to everyone.
I suppose you did say that. Sorry. Recently, I've heard of some coworkers about how at times the mom will try and pick on their daughter-in-laws for no good reason. That's probably why I'm feeling a little worried right now.
I'm sure there are people struggling with those sorts of problems, but in my case, I'm doing perfectly fine here. But thank you for worrying about me.
It's all right. I'm glad to hear that everything's going well for you. Ah, that's another thing. I just remembered I needed to ask about your family there. Or actually, people around your family's house. Is there someone with the last name Shelton that lives near you guys? Recently, that person has been coming into my office in the middle of the day. But it seems that they're from the same part of town as you guys are.
Huh? Shelton? I'm sorry, but I don't know them. I haven't really gotten around to meeting everyone in this neighborhood yet.
Oh, really?
I just let Jill handle all the relations with the neighbors and such. All I do is keep up with the family. I just make sure that everything within this house is okay, and that's all.
I see.
Well, does that Shelton person know anything about me? Have they said anything about me or about this house?
No, I just spoke with them, and hearing where they lived made me think about your part of town. But we never spoke about your house or anything like that.
Oh, well, that's a relief.
Is there something wrong with this Shelton person?
Nope, I just didn't want you talking about me or the family without me knowing about it. And perhaps if they knew me, I didn't want them saying anything bad about me.
That would never happen. Well, I can understand not wanting someone talking about yourself to some stranger.
Right. You didn't tell them anything about your little sister living near them, right? And that goes for any of your coworkers as well? Don't go off telling them anything about me that you shouldn't be.
I get it.
Sorry. Jill's friends just came over, it seems. I'm gonna have to talk with them now, so I'll see you later.
Alright, well good luck with all that blueberry wine.
I'll try my best.
Eliana, do you have time to talk a little right now?
I have some time. What's going on?
Well, Eliana, what kind of life are you living over there?
What? Are you back to asking about if Jill is picking on me or not? I told you last time that I'm doing just fine, right? What's gotten into you?
I told you that I know someone that lives in that neighborhood with you, right?
Right, that Shelton person, right? And what does that have to do with me?
Well, that Shelton told me something a bit interesting.
Huh? What was so interesting about what they said?
Produce thief. They said it's become a real problem in their neighborhood.
Oh, is that so? That's the first time I'm hearing of this.
Are you sure? Because there are rumors going around of you guys being thieves. Shelton told me all about this.
Wait, so you have been talking about me with this Shelton. I told you not to bring me up with them.
Well, it seems they already knew about you. They even showed me a picture of us in a family photo. And when he looked at that picture with me, they told me they knew your face and that you're a thief.
Is that what they said? I'm sorry.
Are you actually doing something like that? If Mom and Dad find out about this, it'll kill them. What the hell are you doing, Eliana?
I'm sorry, but that's all my responsibility.
What?
I'm the one that's supposed to go around stealing produce.
There's no way you think it's supposed to be your job, right? What are you talking about?
But I have to do these terrible things.
What do you mean by have to? What's going on with you? Is someone making you go around and steal other people's things? Please tell me everything right now.
Jill is making me do this. She told me that it's my job as the new wife to go out and get food for the family.
So she's behind this? But why would she ask for you to go out and steal all of that food? You should have told her you can't just do something like that.
I know that being a thief is a terrible thing. And I've been telling her for a while now that I don't want to do things like that. But she told me that if I don't do as she says, she'll find a way to make me pay for saying no.
What the hell is wrong with her?
Jill, whenever she feels that I'm not doing my job well enough, she'll put bugs in the food that she makes for me.
What? Bugs?
She'll also talk down to me like I'm some sort of pet of hers. And in the winter, if she's upset with me, she'll have me stand outside and splash ice-cold water on me.
What? She's messed up. There's no way someone sane would be doing that to another person.
Well, Jill isn't sane. I really don't want to continue doing as she says, but I have no other choice.
Why have you been hiding this from me? When I asked if you were doing okay with them, you should have told me that Jill was treating you this way.
Jill scares the crap out of me, and I don't want her to hurt me again. And when it comes to my husband and father-in-law, neither of them seem to care. Really, there's nobody in this house that actually cares about me.
So that's why you've had to stay under the radar. But didn't you say that if things got out of hand, that you come back home to us?
Well, that was just to stop you from worrying about me. If I were actually going to try and run back home to you guys, everyone here would not take that lightly. I don't think I'd even be able to run away from them.
What would they be able to do to you once you're with us?
Jill is a really messed up person, Leah. She wouldn't let things like that go until the problem she has with me is dealt with. And she's not the kind of person that you can ever talk any sense into. If I made it home to you guys, she'd find ways to hurt you all as well.
And so, to stop that from ever happening, you bared all the pain yourself, all the way to the point of becoming a thief. You're an idiot.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for all of this.
You need to get out of that house right now, and then you need to divorce that man.
I want to. I really can't take living this way anymore. Leah, come help me.
I sure will. I have no other choice now.
Jill has asked that I go out to someone's garden again tonight to steal more vegetables, but I really can't do it anymore.
Tonight? Wait, I can use that to my advantage. I think I can start telling people in the neighborhood that it isn't you that's in the wrong, but your mother-in-law, Jill.
How long are you going to be out in that garden for? Hurry up and steal all you can and then get back here. If you keep taking so long, the sun will come up and everyone will see you.
I'm so sorry, Jill, but what do you mean you want me to steal all this for you?
Are you kidding me? Stop messing around and get the job done. I told you earlier that I want the cabbage and carrots out of that person's garden.
But nobody has any cabbage right now in their gardens. It's not even the right season anymore for that.
Well, if you look hard enough, there has to be someone with cabbage left over. Now go find one and get back here. If you can't find one before you step back into this house, I'll make you regret that. Do you want to eat another salad with spiders in it? Or even better, would you like to continue living in the old shed with all those mice?
No, I don't want to.
Then get to it and bring me what I want. And there'd better be the cabbage and carrots that I asked for here when you arrive. You usually get your vegetables mixed up and make all sorts of mistakes.
Well, just like every other time, this time is also going to have some mistakes. I'm sorry. My little sister has always had trouble identifying what kind of things are what, but she did grow up with a family that rarely farm for vegetables themselves.
Huh? Little sister?
That's right. This isn't Eliana that you're talking to. This would be Leah.
What? Leah? Leah? Why?
Good evening, Jill. I'm with my little sister right now. She's a bit busy at the moment, so I decided that I'd be the one to talk with you.
So this hasn't been Eliana talking to me this whole time?
Ever since you started texting her a little bit ago, it's been me you talked with. And now I've been able to learn all about your little secrets.
What are you talking about?
You don't have to start playing an idiot with me. I know about what you've been having my sister do for you. How you have her stealing other people's vegetables from their gardens and fields. And I know that if she doesn't listen to what you say, you put bugs in her food. Things like that.
Oh, come on. That was all a big joke. Why are you acting so serious about all of this? That was just a simple joke between me and her.
That kind of excuse isn't going to roll with me. maybe you should try another excuse and maybe make something up that's a bit more believable.
Well, excuse me, but what the heck are you doing? Why are you with Eliana right now anyway?
I've been walking around the house of a person that says they know my sister has been stealing from them. And to make sure that everyone knows who the real thief is, I'm going to show everyone in the neighborhood these texts.
What?
I'm really happy that you chose the perfect time to start talking to Eliana like that. Because of you, I'll be able to explain all this to everyone you've harmed with ease. You'll be the one to blame, and everyone can see that Eliana had no other choice but to help you in your thievery.
It's not like I was threatening her to do it for me.
Didn't I tell you that you have to have way better excuses to get me to believe you? I want everyone that has been harmed by you to stop thinking that it's been my sister that's been wanting to steal from them. I want them to know that it's been you telling her to do all these things.
Ugh, the only one that's done anything illegal has been your sister. I never went out and stole anything from anyone. So why do you think I have to be the one responsible for all of her actions?
Well, it seems that the people that already know about this are blaming you, and they'll make sure to bring it up with other people in the neighborhood as well. And then they'll ask you to come see them, and can decide on whether or not to take you to court and sue you for what you've done.
If they go telling everyone about me, then everyone in the city will soon learn about what's been happening.
It's amazing that all the way out here a rumor like that could spread so fast. I'm sure that once everyone knows it's been you, you'll have a hard time living here.
Could you stop? If something like that happens to me, I'll be in huge trouble. What would I be able to tell my husband and son?
Well, it's not like your husband and son have been out of the loop this whole time, right? Well, perhaps you all should move out of here. It's not like the man that my sister married and expected to protect her did anything for her anyway.
I don't care about that. All I know is that this is all your sister's fault. The person that should be blamed and made to go to court is Eliana. I'm not going to pay for her crimes.
And my sister doesn't plan to pay for those crimes either. And that's why, to prepare for this, she ran away from you all. So right now, the only people in that house are you three.
What the heck? Why does everything have to come back to us? I want you to stop all of this needless crap right now.
Compared to what you've been doing to everyone in this part of town, I'm not causing any needless trouble. And I'm already pissed off knowing that my cute little sister has been forced to do all this stealing for you, or else she has to be hurt by you in other ways.
Well, it's her fault for being the young wife in this family. You should know that it's her fault, right?
Even if you think so, there's been someone here doing far worse things than her. I'm sorry, but my family is not going to let you get away with the things you've done to her. After all, I heard from Eliana that you once told her that if she ever told my family about this, you'd have to deal with us, right? Well, that's not going to happen, because we made sure to be a step ahead of you. So if you really don't want to start acting like an adult and taking responsibility for what you've done, then I'll make sure that you're paying more than a little money to those you stole from. After that, we told the rest of the neighborhood about what had happened, and then from there, Eliana and I went back to my mom and dad's. And then, after a few days, we heard about everyone in the neighborhood going ahead and dealing with Jill and her family. Eliana was aware that the police would come to see her as well about this, and so she prepared for this day to come. But because everyone knew that my sister was being forced to do all that stealing, they didn't hold it against her, and so the police only dealt with Jill and them. And to make sure that the police knew of this, they stated that they didn't want anything to be done with Eliana in the end. I'm sure that they all still blame my sister a little for doing some bad things by following through with what Jill had asked her, but their understanding and care for her is something I'm very grateful for. Once Eliana had left that house, things really went downhill for that family. The whole town got together and started to make sure that they all were aware of the steps that would be taken against them. Of course, Jill and them could not deal with all the pressure from everyone. And so after a day in court, they paid out whatever money they could to those that were victims of Jill. But even after getting the money they all asked for from Jill, they were still not happy with what had happened. And so from then on, Jill and her husband and son never really left their house. It didn't even take too much longer after that for them to finally reach their limit, and soon they were moved out of that house. And since then, we have no idea where they went. Just a day ago, however, Eliana's husband came to her house and tried so hard to apologize to all of us. He even tried his best to tell us that he never knew his mom was doing all these horrible things to Eliana. But even if he didn't notice all this happening to her, that would still mean he must not have cared enough about her to be with her when he got home from work, right? When we asked him that simple question, he had no other excuse to use, and we all came to the conclusion that he needed to divorce her. He reluctantly agreed with us, but through the whole process was crying and sobbing, asking for forgiveness from all of us. Instead, though, we asked that he made sure to give Eliana half of his properties in the divorce, and then we'd be able to forgive him. Currently, Eliana is back home with us still, and is being loved by every single one of us here. When she first got back to us from that awful household, she was very white and seemed so out of it. But just after a week, her color began to return and she opened up even more to everyone. To make sure that she never has to think about all that's happened to her, we plan to take time off to do all sorts of fun things with her and make sure that she has a bunch of new memories to cover up the past. And so for that reason, we're going to start by having everyone go on a family vacation, somewhere warm and sunny.
Charlotte, I officially got married.
Oh my gosh, congratulations!
Thanks!
Oh, I can't believe you're married, sis! I'm happy, but lonely at the same time.
Why? I'll always be your sister.
But we'll have different last names. And you'll be living with James and his family now, right? Oh, it feels like you're part of a different family now.
That's true, but we'll always be sisters. Nothing can break our bond.
Yep, for sure. When are you moving?
Probably by the beginning of next month.
All right. Enjoy your single life until then.
Yeah. I'm trying to get rid of stuff before I move. I don't want my stuff to take up too much space in my new house. I don't want to cause any trouble to his family.
Ugh, I can't imagine myself living with my parents-in-law. I'm not mentally tough like you.
You call me tough? Well, I can't deny that.
I wish you the best of luck. I'm always here for you when you need me, sis.
Thanks, Charlotte. I'll do my best so that I can develop good relationships with my parents-in-law. I'll also try to keep a good balance between my job and housework. I have so many things to do.
Are you gonna work at your parents-in-law's hospital?
Yep, I'm planning to work as a nurse at their hospital.
Your father-in-law is the head doctor, right? It must be hard to work under your husband's father.
Honestly, yeah, but I heard James is going to be the new head doctor soon, so my situation might get worse after that.
I see. You're gonna be the wife of the head doctor.
I'm going to support James just like how his mother supported his father. His mother agreed to teach me about business and management.
I respect you, sis. I don't think I'll ever be able to work under such pressure. Oh, by the way, I saw your husband's hospital getting interviewed on a TV show the other day. I was so surprised to see my brother-in-law on TV.
Yeah, I watched it too.
I happened to come across his interview when I was watching my favorite TV show. I never knew he was the son of a famous hospital. The interviewer introduced him as the handsome doctor.
Apparently, he got famous through social media. Now he has so many female patients, and I'm having complex feelings about this as his wife.
Well, we can't deny that your husband is handsome. Now that you're married to a handsome doctor, I bet a happy future awaits you. Not everyone can find an ideal husband like you.
We never know what awaits in our future, but I'll try my best to support James as his wife. I don't know how much of a help I can be, though.
Oh, don't worry. I know you'll be a wonderful wife. You are the perfect daughter, sis. You're smart, hardworking, and even beautiful. I bet more male patients would visit the hospital to catch a glimpse of you.
You're really good at boosting my confidence, Charlotte. Are you trying to make me buy something for you? Flattery will get you nowhere.
I'm telling you the truth. It's what I really think of you, sis. Oh, by the way, are you with your husband right now?
Yeah, he's right next to me.
Then, can you tell him this? I hope you take good care of my precious sister.
You can directly tell him. I'll give you my phone so you can talk to him.
Huh? Oh, wait a minute.
Hi, Charlotte. It's me, James.
Oh, hello. Congratulations on your marriage.
Thanks. I'm gonna be your brother from now on, so feel free to contact me anytime if you need me.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm happy to have a nice brother like you. And I hope you can take good care of my sister.
Of course. You seem really considerate of your sister. It's nice to see Abigail having a nice relationship with her sister. I wish I had siblings too. You two seem really close and supportive of each other.
I guess we're especially close compared to others, mainly because I love my sister.
I see. Was Abigail a good sister to you?
Yeah, she was the best sister. I used to be bullied by my classmates when I was little. My sister always came to my rescue.
I can imagine that. She surely has a strong sense of justice, and she hates bullying.
Yeah, for sure. The bullies sometimes tried to get revenge on her, but she nonetheless came to protect me.
That's really brave of her. I was also attracted to her kindness, so I understand why you love your sister so much.
I'm glad you understand. But she does tend to work too hard, sacrificing herself for others sometimes.
Are you worried about Abigail leaving the house to live with my family?
To be honest, yes. I know you're really kind and that you love her, so I might be worrying too much, but...
I understand your worries, but I promise to make Abigail the happiest wife in the world. You can believe me, Charlotte.
Thank you so much. I'm glad my sister married you. Please take good care of my sister. Hi, James. Are you busy next month? Our family and relatives are planning to go camping, and we were hoping that you and Abigail could join us.
Hi, Charlotte. Thanks for inviting us. I'm sorry to tell you, but I don't think we can make it this time. We have an academic conference next month, and we're busy preparing for it. I'm sorry.
Oh, I get it. Don't overwork too much.
We wish the best for our patients. I want to do whatever I can to help them. It's our job as doctors.
Is my sister also busy? She hasn't replied to my messages, and I've been worried about her. My parents told me that she hasn't contacted them either.
Really? I'm sorry to hear that. She's been really busy recently, so I guess she forgot to contact you and her parents.
Is something wrong? Do you know anything?
Actually, my grandfather who's living with us has been feeling ill. He's been requiring special care because of his health condition, and Abigail has been taking care of him. So she's been quite busy these days.
Oh, does that mean she's not working at the hospital right now?
No, she still works as a nurse here. She works at the hospital and also takes care of my grandfather at home. She perfectly completes both tasks. I can't thank her enough.
I should have been more considerate. I'm sorry to disturb you. I never imagined my sister to be this busy. I hope your grandfather's feeling better.
He's okay. It's just that his legs are getting weak and making it difficult for him to walk on his own. Abigail's been a great help. She's doing so much for our family. I feel sorry for relying too much on her. We've been very busy and it's really hard to make time to take care of him.
I bet doctors are really busy.
Sadly, it's true. We're short of hands, so we all have a tight schedule.
Oh, I see. I guess my sister will also be busy for some time then.
Yeah, I think so. I'm so sorry, Charlotte.
No, I completely understand. It was nice to hear about what my sister's going through.
I'm sorry to make you worried. I'm trying my best to support her as her husband, but several staff members left the hospital unexpectedly, so now we don't have enough workers. My parents and I can't help but rely on Abigail for the time being.
I bet the whole family is busy when they all work for the hospital.
Yeah, we've all been busy. Honestly, it's even hard to get some rest and sleep. I'll tell Abigail to contact you and your parents sometime, so don't worry. I bet your parents were worried about her.
Thanks, that would be helpful. I know you're busy, so it would be great if you can tell her when you have time. There's no need to hurry. I wish you the best of luck with your work. Be sure to get some rest sometimes.
Thanks, Charlotte. I'll make sure to tell Abigail about contacting your parents. I'll go back to work now. See you again.
Hey sis, were you out of town today?
Yeah. How did you know that?
Oh, I knew it was you. I think I saw you at the mall, but I wasn't sure if it was you.
Oh, were you at the mall too?
Yep, at the exact same mall. I saw someone that looked like you, but it was hard to guess because you were wearing a mask. You seem to have lost a lot of weight.
Really? I'm all right. It's just that I'm a bit tired. I've been busy, so I guess I lost some weight.
Some weight? It was definitely more than that. And what were you doing at the mall?
Why do you ask?
I saw you carrying stuff for your parents-in-law. You're their daughter-in-law, not a helper. I also heard insults, calling you dull and clumsy. They were definitely making fun of you. What's the problem with them? Why are you treated so badly? I'm pretty sure I saw you with your husband and parents-in-law.
Yeah, I was going shopping with my family. I never planned to tell you about this.
I can't believe it! James promised me that he'll make you the happiest wife in the world, but look at his attitude now. You're far from feeling happy. Are they like that all the time?
Not all the time. Sometimes they can be like that.
Be honest with me, Abigail. I saw it with my own eyes. You don't have to cover for them. You can be open with me, sis.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think I can cover for them now that you've seen it.
What's going on? Did you have a fight?
No, they're always like that. They force me to do all the work, expecting me to complete all the tasks perfectly at home as well as at the hospital. Now they're even making me take care of their grandfather. I'm trying my best, but they just keep insulting me every single day, calling me a useless wife.
Huh? How come?
I guess I'm not their daughter-in-law nor his wife. They treat me like a helper.
When I contacted James, he said he felt sorry for asking you to do everything. He sounded like a really nice husband. Was he lying to me all this time?
Well, they like to put on a good front, and I don't think they'll honestly tell my family how they're treating me in reality.
He was acting to look like a great husband in front of me? He's a devil! I believed in him. I thought he would make a great husband.
I also found out his real personality after I married him. He was a devil dressed up as an angel. He really thinks I'm his useful tool or something rather than his wife. And not to mention how awfully his parents treat me as well. I have no rights in this household.
Abigail, I think you should get a divorce. You shouldn't be treated like a slave. They're out of their minds.
Yeah, they're all crazy. They look down on me because I'm a nurse.
Why are you staying silent? Just come back home. You'll go crazy with stress if you continue living with them. As your sister, I can't bear to see you being treated like this.
Don't worry, Charlotte. I have plans. His family is over.
Huh? Plans? What do you mean?
Thanks for being protective of me, but I'm okay. His family will soon be destroyed.
What did you do?
You think I'll always be their obedient wife? Come on. You should know me better. I have to take revenge. Don't you think so? I'll get a divorce after I take revenge on them.
Oh, okay. I'll leave it to my tough sister then.
Marriage won't change who I am. I'm always your tough, brave sister. My real self is not obedient at all.
Well, you surely have been tough since we were little.
I've been acting obedient after my marriage to give them an idea that I'm a supportive wife. I was acting quiet and gentle, like a typical ideal wife. But I guess that was a mistake.
You think they took advantage of your quiet personality?
That's my guess. I'm regretting my life choices.
So, what are you planning to do now? James acts like the perfect doctor at the hospital. It would be hard to reveal his true personality. And he also has a lot of supporters who would be willing to help him when he's in trouble.
Well, just wait and see. I'll make them lose all their confidence as well as their trust and bring the whole family down. By the way, I want to ask you for your help too, but would you be willing to give me a hand?
Sure, sis. I'm always here to help.
Thanks, Charlotte. I'll text you later about the details. Don't do anything until I ask you to, okay?
Hey, Charlotte, I can't find Abigail anywhere. Do you have any idea where she is?
My sister is with me right now.
I've been trying to get a hold of her since 2 days ago. Could you tell her to come home as soon as possible?
If you couldn't find her for 2 whole days, you could have asked for some help by the police.
I thought she just temporarily ran away from home. It's nice to hear that she's safe, though.
I doubt you would ever ask the police for help. You don't love my sister at all.
How can you say that? I was worried about her. Suddenly she just disappeared. I didn't ask the police for their help, but I was really trying my best to find her.
Oh, right. You wanted to find her as soon as possible because she revealed the dark secrets of your hospital. Were you trying to get revenge on her after you got hold of her?
Revenge? What are you talking about, Charlotte?
You don't have to act like you're a considerate husband. My sister told me everything.
Everything?
To the finest details.
Okay. Then can you tell me something?
What do you want to know?
Why did Abigail do such a thing? Our hospital might go bankrupt because of her.
Because of her? She just made an accusation about all the injustice and illegal actions your hospital was hiding.
What are you talking about? We never did anything illegal.
You and your family have been charging fraudulent medical fees. Not just once, but uncountable times. I'm not a professional in this field, so I don't know how serious your crimes are, but I heard that you'll have to pay over $100 million for repayment.
We're a privately run hospital. The population of this town is decreasing every year. We had to make some adjustments to maintain our hospital.
Are you trying to justify your actions? Don't make any excuses. Everyone, even a little child, would know that you'll be punished for any illegal action.
How can Abigail's actions be justified then? Isn't it the wife's job to protect the household? What Abigail did is far from the role she should fulfill as a wife.
Why would she have to protect your awful household?
What did you just say?
I know how awfully my sister was treated by you and your family. I saw it with my own eyes. She was treated like a slave at the mall the other day.
Slave? Now you're being too sensitive. We just asked her to help with our groceries.
I heard you and your parents insult my sister. She told me you were forcing her to do all the housework and to look after your ill grandfather. While my sister did everything in the house, your family went out for dinner and even went on trips. My sister did not marry you to become the family's helper.
Charlotte, calm down and listen to me. I told you that we were short of hands, right? We had to ask for Abigail's help.
Then why did you have to insult her? I know your family is looking down on my sister, but you know how my sister is. She won't surrender to your family. You should regret what you did to my sister.
Tell her that we're sorry for making her feel uncomfortable. My parents also want to apologize. We want her back so we can have a family discussion.
Nope, she won't be going back. You might be waiting to get revenge on her. I can't just make my sister go back to your family. She'll be staying with me for the time being. I won't tell you where she is either.
We can always hire someone to search for Abigail. We'll get a hold of her in no time.
I doubt it. My sister asked me to travel by car and to constantly move around, so you'll never find us. I actually own an RV. We can travel as far as we want.
You can't be traveling forever. What are you going to do? Live as a runaway forever?
Of course. My sister is going to get a divorce with you. Be sure to accept her decision when she asks you for a divorce.
Tell her to reply to my calls.
Nope.
Tell her.
Don't tell me what to do. Why would I ever listen to a jerk who treated my sister like a slave?
Did you just call me a jerk? I'm an elite and my family are all doctors. You know that? We're different from commoners like you.
You're just a group of criminals now. Bad reputations spread fast, you know. I guess your hospital will soon go bankrupt too.
After my father started his own hospital, we've been protecting it for 2 generations. I can't make it go bankrupt now.
It's your fault, James. You've messed with the wrong person. My sister is not the type to stay silent after being treated so badly.
I regret marrying her. I never knew she was someone who would do something so awful. Who would ever steal private data from her husband's hospital?
It's waiting for the right time to get revenge on you. Why don't you blame yourself and your family for treating my sister like a slave? Just wait and see. She has more to reveal.
Shoot, she thinks she's better than all of us. She'll never get away with this.
Says who? You and your family will never get away with all the crimes you committed. You should reflect on your wrongdoings, James. You broke the promise to make my sister the happiest wife in the world, so don't you think you deserve it? After my sister made an accusation, the hospital was officially investigated. It turns out that they had to pay for over $1 billion of repayment. Their hospital went bankrupt, and now they suffer from a huge debt. Their assets were seized as a result, and the family parted ways for payment. My brother-in-law lost his medical license, making him jobless and impossible to work as a doctor ever again. He was stuck in a desperate situation. The incident was broadcasted widely on the news. It was a great target for the media because his hospital was pretty famous. Many reporters visited my sister for interviews, and because she honestly revealed how awfully she was treated as his wife, his hospital received even more criticism by the public. My sister seems to have gotten over it, but I bet she suffered a lot during her marriage. She now enjoys her single life, finally free from her abusive ex-husband and parents-in-law. I'm happy that I'm able to see her more often compared to when she was married. To be honest, I preferred her being single. I hope she finds the right one next time who will make her the happiest wife in the world.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Texts.
Margaret! What time are you coming home tonight? Want to go out? I found this amazing Italian restaurant the other day. Oh, sorry. I got work tonight. Why don't you ask him instead? Oh, okay. Maybe some other time then. You can go without me. It's okay, really. I'll join you guys next time. No. I want to go there with you, Margaret. Not Kim. Okay, but what's wrong with Kim? She's gonna be busy next year with entrance exams, so you should spend time with her while you can. Oh, Margaret, don't worry about that. The thing is, I don't really want to spend time with her. She's ugly, you know? I don't want to be seen with her. What? Mom, how can you say that about your own daughter? You better not be saying things like that to her. She's just a kid. I know. Don't worry about that. But I'm just being honest, you know? You're the good-looking one in the family. Hey, I know. Want to go shopping on Saturday? Let's go get you some nice clothes. Okay. I think I'm free on Saturday. Great! Can't wait. Can I invite Kim? Huh? No way! Why not? She's dumb as a rock. She's not smart like you. She has to study. Forget her. It'll be just the two of us. Your shift is starting soon, right? Let me know when you're done. I'll come pick you up. Dad? You got a minute?
Hey, aren't you at work right now?
Yeah, but my shift got moved behind. I'm eating dinner right now.
Oh, okay. What's up?
It's about Mom.
What about her?
The way she treats Kim. We gotta do something about that. She's being really mean to her, I think. I have a bad feeling about this.
Really?
Yeah. You don't think so? I know you're always busy with work and stuff, but...
Well, maybe you got a point, but I'm sure she loves you both very much. I wouldn't worry about it.
You sure?
Yeah. Hey, listen, I gotta go. The meeting's about to start.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'll be home around 8 or so. I'll probably be there when you get home. Want me to pick you up?
It's okay. Mom's coming to pick me up.
Oh, okay. I'll talk to her if I can, okay? We can all talk in the car.
Okay. Mom? Where are you? What do you mean? I'm shopping. Ooh, wanna join me? What? What's wrong with you? It's Parents' Day today. You're supposed to be with Kim. Oh, that. Don't worry about it. Huh? What do you mean? I said it's fine, okay? It's not mandatory or anything. It's fine. But she's expecting you, isn't she? Oh, no worries. I told her I couldn't make it. and it's kind of embarrassing, you know? Kim's grades are terrible. If I go there, she'll probably just embarrass me. What? But she gets better grades than me. And remember last year? The teacher asked me to answer a question, but I got it wrong. Huh? Last year? Oh, that wasn't your fault, dear. The teacher should have phrased the question better. It wasn't your fault. Hey, your school trip is in a few days. Want me to buy you some new clothes? No. Listen, Mom, you've got to stop playing favorites. Kim avoids me. You know that? It's your fault. I want to be friends with her. She's my little sister. Margaret. Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I'll be careful from now on. I'll try to spend more time with her, okay? You mean it? Yeah. I know. Maybe I'll take her to Denver or something. School can wait. Denver? Oh, you mean Grandma's house? Sounds fun. Yeah, I'm sure we'll have lots of fun. Don't worry, okay? Enjoy your school trip. Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Mom.
Sorry I missed your call. What's up?
Dad, where are you?
At work? I'm eating lunch. What's up?
Dad, you gotta help Kim.
Huh? What happened?
She's in Denver, all by herself.
What? Oh, what is she doing there?
Mom took her there yesterday. They were going to Grandma's house, but Grandma wasn't home for some reason. So she told her to wait at the station.
She wasn't home?
No, the house was empty. She's all alone. She called me from a payphone. She said she slept in a park last night. She hasn't eaten in days.
You're kidding me, right?
I tried to tell her to go to the police or something, but the line got disconnected. I can't call her back because it's a payphone. I don't know what to do.
Okay, I'll go pick her up right now.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to bother you at work, but...
Don't apologize. You did the right thing telling me. Everything's gonna be okay. Don't worry.
Thanks, Dad. And please, don't call Mom. I don't trust her anymore.
Got it.
I'm gonna talk to my teacher about this. I'll talk to you later. Margaret! How's the school trip? I'm out drinking with my old friends. Glad you're having fun. How's Kim? She's still at Grandma's. She told me she didn't want to go home. Maybe she'll move in with her. Oh, she might never come back. Really? Kim said that? Yeah. I was pretty surprised too. You're unbelievable, Mom. Kim, she's right next to me. She's fast asleep. Dad and I found her. What? We found her at a train station in Denver. She was there all by herself. You realize that? What? Wait, what are you talking about? Stop playing dumb with me. She almost had a heat stroke. Why did you leave her there? Wait, what about your school trip? What do you think? I left early. My teacher drove me here. Dad came too, even though he had work. What? Why though? Just leave her there. Grandma will be back soon anyways. You two worry too much. What? Grandma, she's on vacation. She won't be back for 2 days. Kim could have been seriously hurt. You realize that? Aren't you overreacting a bit? Just come home, okay? We can talk about this. Huh? We're never going back. What? I know why you're like this to Kim. I know everything. I'll never forgive you, Mom. I'm gonna take care of Kim from now on. What? You've got this all wrong. You're dead to me. Screw you, Mom. What? Margaret! Margaret, pick up! Hey, where are you? Are you with Margaret?
Yeah.
Then can you talk to her for me? Tell her this is all a misunderstanding.
I don't think so. I should have known better. You're a terrible person, Catherine.
What? What are you saying? Ugh, why do you guys care about Kim anyways? She's dumb and ugly. We already got Margaret. Forget about her. That's why I took her to Denver.
What's wrong with you? She's your daughter. You're unbelievable.
What? So this is my fault now? Listen up. I'm the one that gave birth to them. I'm their mother. Their job is to make me proud. It's the least they can do. But Kim...
That's enough! Stop talking!
But think about it. What if Kim was never born? Ugh, that would have been so much better. Listen, let's just leave Kim in Denver. What do you think?
You disgust me.
Huh?
Looks. That's all you care about? How can you talk about your own daughter like that? Kim? She's not dumb, you know. She passed the Global Mathematics Certification.
Wait, what?
Last week's Parents' Day. Margaret was there. They announced it in front of the whole class.
Seriously? I had no idea.
Teacher said she was a genius. She said she might win the Nobel Prize someday.
Nobel Prize? Oh, that's amazing. I had no idea Kim was so talented. When are you guys coming home? We gotta celebrate.
You're joking me, right?
Huh?
Kim, she's a smart girl. She knew you didn't care about her. So she worked really hard to make you proud. You realize that? But you don't even care. You disgust me.
Of course I care. And look who's talking. You're the one that's always working.
You're right, but I apologize to them. From the bottom of my heart. I promised them that I'd spend more time with them from now on.
Fine, then I'll apologize too. Just come home already. How long are you guys gonna stay there?
We're not coming home.
Huh?
I want a divorce. I'll send the papers over tomorrow. I already talked to your parents about it. And mine. It's over.
What? You can't do that! Screw you. I'll never sign them.
Fine then. I guess we'll see you in court.
No! They're my daughters. You can't take them from me.
Listen, Catherine. You abandoned Kim. You left her out in the streets all by herself. You're never seeing them again. Deal with it. I'm gonna take care of them from now on.
No, wait. Hold on. You're not taking them away from me. They're my daughters. They'll never leave me like this.
If you want to talk to them yourself, fine, but I think their mind is made up.
She actually came to talk to us after that. Did she really think that we'd choose her over our dad? She wanted to take us on a vacation to make it up to us. Needless to say, we refused. She already bought the tickets, so she asked her friends to go with her, but they all said no to her. Anyways, when we told her that we never wanted to see her again, she flipped out. She started screaming like a lunatic. But then the neighbors called the cops on her. She ended up getting arrested. I guess she got what she deserved. She's still trying to fight the divorce, but it wasn't looking good for her. As for us, we started looking for a new house. It was really exciting. I'm just glad she's out of my life now. Time to move on. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.